Got Greg in the hot seat. Little boomer in the left seat. Got home in the middle seat. Kiss in the right seat.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
BKS1, storm warning. You already know what it is. It's your boy Peter Guns. I'm at home. I'm bunkered up. The Henny. Stay tuned. Hit me after, baby. Weather. BKS1, storm warning. You already
know. Peace and blessings, everybody.
Hola,
you know where you at, the
hola,
official Storm Warning Show, yes. BKS1 Radio.
Absolutely.
Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. We are in the building.
What's good,
another
family?
Interesting Thursday night.
Yes.
Got a lot to talk about tonight. All right, but first and foremost, shout out to everybody, no matter what platform you are watching us on or listening to us on. All right, we are here for you.
Yes, we are.
And we love you.
We love you.
Yes, yes, yes. But without further ado, let me introduce my partner in crime.
Hola.
Yes.
Buenas tardes, buenas noches.
1/3 of the R&B group Allure. Yes, my favorite Puerto Rican.
His favorite. Y'all heard that, right?
Yes,
Don't
yes.
get it twisted.
Hurricane. Hold on, I'll do it like this. Hurricane Kiss.
Yeah. I need my partner to join on the dance with me. You ready? Yeah, the morning shuffle. Where you going, left?
Hey, hey. We clapping up for Hurricane Kiss.
What's up, family? I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, I know he is humbly to my left. The man who makes it all happen. The man with the plan. 11 years strong. BKS1 Radio. Plainfield, New Jersey's finest. El Chocolatito. Norm.
Hey.
DJ Storm on the general.
I'm just humbly Storm on the general. Yes. Peace and blessings to everybody who's checking in.
I miss you guys, man.
Listen, yeah. Shout out to Denise. Let me give some shout outs.
Hi,
shout out to Sean Sterling. Shout out to Denise Sparrow on the check-in. Alicia on the check-in. Yes, yes. Pinky Hall. Shout out to Pinky Hall,
that's
man.
That's a new name.
Listen,
Hall.
Pinky is she know about the business.
Mm-hmm.
She's been in the business. Just amazing person, but also very experienced in the business, and she's funny as hell. So shout out to
Pinky. Nice to meet you.
Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to Pinky Hall. Let's clap it up for everybody on the check-in.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, again, no matter what platform you are listening to us on, make sure y'all share it out. Look, just click that share button. It's a simple thing. Just reach your finger out on the phone. Wherever it says share, click the share button.
Yes.
That's all. Click the share button and share it out. We got a lot to unpack tonight and a lot of different things to talk about. I meant to actually take a post from Pinky's page and talk about it. About the, you heard about the new Freaknik.
No, I did not.
Documentary is officially out now.
Oh, the doc. Okay, yes.
Oh, no, the official.
I thought you was about to say there was a new Freaknik happening.
No. The official doc is out.
Get out.
Jermaine Dupri is a part of it. Who else? 21 Savage.
Okay.
And somebody else, I forgot. I think Uncle Luke is Uncle Luke. But anyway, all of them are in it. And it's exposing and it's telling you what it's really about. It got the original founders who actually created it.
Ooh.
And they got clips of a lot of people.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I had to look at some episodes.
Some of y'all mamas about to be on that.
To make sure I wasn't in it.
I was about to say.
No, because I was
some
down
of
in
y'all mamas
Atlanta.
is on
I
that.
went to
I know.
school in Atlanta, and I was down there at that time at the
Where'd you
Arts.
go?
I went to the Arts Institute of Atlanta on Peachtree.
Gotcha.
Right? And I had to make sure, like, I got to make sure that I'm not in
I'm
no
not in
place.
this acting a fool. Lord
Just
Jesus
saying.
Christ.
I'm a grown man now.
Ay, ay, ay.
I'm a grown man. But yeah, so the Freaknik documentary
That's funny.
is out officially on Hulu right now. Y'all can check that out.
Okay.
Shout out to Jermaine Dupri. And shout out to ATL, man.
Yeah,
Big
man.
part of the
Okay.
music scene.
Yes.
Shout out to ATL. Lots been going on. Shout out to, we got people in the secret room. We got people in the secret room. And then we got people in the secret room.
Yes, we
All
do.
right, so right there, you see my man G right there. Some other people said they're coming through. Now listen, if you ever want to come through on the Stone Warner Show and just be a part of the secret room audience or whatever and participate in some of these topics and some of these things we talk
yes.
about, conversations, all of that, just feel free, hit me up.
Mm-hmm.
And you can
And as
be,
far as tonight is concerned, if you want to join in on tonight's conversation, the phone lines will be open.
yes, phone lines. Oh,
We're gonna
glad
throw the
you said
number
that.
up?
Yes, let's throw the number up right now if you want to call in from anything we talking
But you
about.
know we know it, so the number is
646
233
13
02.
Again, that number is 646.
For our bilinguals, 233
Yes, 13.
02.
You already know. Let's clap it up. See, nobody can do that like that.
At all. Come on, Cephas and Reese's.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to yeah. It's going down. That
Oh,
Freaknik.
Denise and
Yeah.
Little John.
Yes. But look, I think Alicia might have been in that documentary. That
What Alicia?
Freaknik. Alicia, that's checking out
Oh,
our
that
show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Alicia.
Oh.
It's around that
Alicia,
time.
what's going on, girl? You got to call in.
I'm saying you might be in that doc
You might have
there.
to come into the studio and share some
No
stuff.
doubt.
That's
All right, so you know how we do on the Storm Warner Show, right? We start out a little light,
Yes.
and then we get deep. We get very deep with the topic. A lot of people was like, Norm, you gonna go in? I said, yeah, we're gonna go in on the topic.
Yes.
So, and y'all know what I was talking about earlier on my page, right? And we're gonna unpack that as well. We're gonna talk about it. But the topic for tonight, it's gonna get deep. So the main topic for tonight is learn to deny access to those that don't deserve it.
Amen.
There are people throughout your travels, throughout your journey, could be somebody real close to you, whatever like that. They don't deserve access to you because of things they may have done, how they may have treated you. But some of us allow access over and over again.
Yes.
And that's one of the things we're going to talk about after we unpack some other things.
Okay.
All right. So again, and definitely listen, if y'all comment or y'all call in with your comments or whatever like that, we're going to go in deep. So I want you to comment and be y'all, be real, be 100. You officially on the Storm Warner Show. Let's take it a little light. Can I go light first?
Yes.
So there's a lot of people since the pandemic that still work from home. Sandy's one of them, right? Sandy's one of them. You work from home. G, I know G, he got a job. He can't work from home. But a lot of people still work from home.
Right.
So when you're working from home, you feel comfortable. You feel like you can do this. Toast there, my good friend, comrade. Yes. You feel like you can do that when you're working from home, but some people get caught out there. All right? And check out this clip. Here's the clip.
I was going over the proposed budget for Q2, and I have some questions.
Yeah, wait, hold on, Kate. Sorry. Oh, Amanda, you go.
Brian, what is in your coffee cup?
Oh, it's just my nice coffee.
No, Brian, we can clearly see there's a beer can in there with just a straw in it.
Okay, well, it's after hours, right? I mean, I don't
Not
know.
after hours. Our workday ends at 5,
No.
and it's currently 3 o'clock.
So I put it on my calendar. I'm on the West Coast this week, and I
That would make it worse. That would make it noon where you are.
Okay, well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I mean, I don't
No.
know what.
Either way, you cannot drink on a company call. This is on company time.
All right, well, then I'll just add that to the list, you know?
Okay, you made it abundantly clear that you lack corporate common sense.
All right, well, maybe Matt can just send me to an HR training. I don't know.
You're literally slurring your words right now, Brian. And stop drinking.
I was going over the proposed budget for Q2.
Stop drinking.
Yo.
Your boy had a Budweiser can and a clear cup.
Yo.
Oh my God.
See, this is why Listen,
For real.
me, I'm the type of person, I'm very detailed, right? So before I get on camera, any Zoom call meetings or whatever, I make sure my background is
Me
clear
too.
of this. But did y'all peep? I want to know, did y'all peep the chick in the back
Okay.
that moved the whole bar?
She moved the whole bar on wheels.
She
to
moved the
side.
whole bar crate that she had. What is it called? Bar
I forgot what it's called. The
bar cart.
Bar cart, right.
She moved the bar. Look, I just got to show y'all that again. She moved the bar cart.
I was going over the proposed budget for Q2 and I have some questions.
Yeah, wait, hold on, Kate. Sorry. Oh, Amanda, you go.
Brian, what is in your coffee cup?
Oh, it's just my iced coffee.
No, Brian, we can clearly see there's a beer can in there with just a straw in it.
Okay, well, it's after hours, right? I mean, I don't
Not
know.
after hours. Our work day ends at 5,
No.
and it's currently 3 o'clock.
So I put it on my calendar. I'm on the West Coast this week, and I
That would make it worse. That would make it noon where you are.
Okay, well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I mean, I don't
No.
know what.
Either way, you cannot drink on a company call. This is on company time.
All right, well, then I'll just add that to the list, you know?
Okay, you made it abundantly clear that you lack corporate common sense.
All right, well, maybe Matt can just send me to an HR training. I don't know.
You're literally slurring your words right now.
HR training, it's whatever.
Shout out to Kate. Bar cart.
Cart.
She moved the whole
really
cart
can't.
and everything. You just gotta be. Listen, man. You gotta be a little bit more careful, especially when you doing these Zoom meetings and you doing these team meets live or whatever like that. You gotta move all that stuff to the side.
For sure.
But yeah, she got caught out there. Hold on, let me read some comments.
Oh my gosh.
Denise said, "I saw the bar."
Alicia said, "Oh, that was a chick. My bad.
Yeah,
I really
yeah, that was a chick.
It's a
Vic,
nah for
Vic
me
said,
drinking on the job.
"It's 5 o'clock somewhere."
Right.
Shout out to Terry, to Lil. He said
That was water in the can.
That was water in the can. Yeah, all right. All right, let me go on to the next thing, man.
Funny as hell.
Yeah, you just gotta be careful though when you work from home. I'll give this to Sandy, right? Because she works from home.
Yeah.
And
I'm seeing her. She be
you know me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I got my own business, whatever. So if I'm in the crib, whatever, I may have a cooler or something like that.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere at the house.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I know.
So listen, I'm like, hey, you want some wine? Well, she's like, I can't. I'm working, and she be serious about it.
No.
She's like, after 5.
Then come check me.
Yeah, come.
Right.
But I'm not drinking while I'm working because she got to handle some very important stuff. So
Yeah.
Shout out to Sandy.
I couldn't see her slipping on that.
Yeah. For not slipping.
She be invested for real.
Yeah. Definitely want.
Change everybody.
Definitely want to go into this. So I want to talk about this story about the girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Just run that down.
So we found this video earlier. There's a lot of conversation that goes on when you are in a relationship. So the difference between you being single and being in a relationship, and the things that you do when you're single as opposed to being in a relationship. You can hang out with your friends. You can do certain things. You go bar hopping, do whatever. But if you ever find yourself in a situation where you're explaining to your boyfriend or your girlfriend that you're about to go out with somebody of the opposite sex and do certain things, and this is how your spouse reacts. I felt them on all the levels.
So here's my thing. Before we even play the clip, because I want to dove into this.
Yeah.
All right. So if your wife came home, whatever, and y'all sitting there chilling, and you see her getting dressed to go out, and you like, hey, what's up? Where you going? It's like, oh, my friend Rob is coming to pick me up.
He already snickered.
We're gonna get a few drinks and catch this play. What would your reaction be?
Wow. That's tough to deal in hypotheticals. It won't go over too well.
It wouldn't go over too well.
Nah.
So we want to play this clip. I want to know, did the brother overreact, or did he keep it 100 straight to the point?
Yeah. And after we play the clip, I have one more question to ask you because of how you just answered that. So
okay.
All
right. So here's the clip. Ooh, my bad.
Hey, baby, my friend, he's going to pick me up tonight. We're going to go for a couple of drinks. All right?
Who's going to pick you up tonight?
My friend. He's going to pick me up. So we can go get a couple of drinks.
I get it. If somebody comes to this door and it's a man, everything I love.
I just said he. So
okay,
what is
he?
like,
I'm telling you, let somebody come.
We're just friends.
All right. Y'all going to be more than just friends. I want y'all to start dating. If he come pick you up, y'all dating now. And I want you out of here. That's what. Since he's just your friend, he's going to come pick you up. Tell him to pick up everything.
Hey, baby, my friend, he's gonna pick me up tonight. We're gonna go for a couple of drinks. All right?
Who's gonna pick you up tonight?
My friend. He's gonna pick me up, so we can go get a couple of drinks.
Gabby, if somebody comes to this door and it's a man, everything I love.
I just said he. So
okay,
what is
he?
like,
I'm telling you, let somebody come.
We're just friends.
All right. Y'all gonna be more than just friends. I want y'all to start dating. If he come pick you up, y'all dating now, and I want you out of here. That's what. Since he's just your friend, he's gonna come pick you up. Tell him to pick up everything.
Hey, baby, my friend, he's gonna pick me up.
Pick up everything. Come get everything.
I'm gonna clap it up for my dude.
Yeah. So the question
and
that I have.
Also, go ahead.
Okay, so the question that I have for Greg, right? Since we asked you a hypothetical before actually playing the clip, and you said it depends on whatever, right? As a married man, right? Okay. Do you feel that it's an insecurity for married men to feel like their wives, and this is vice versa, whether you be a married woman or a married man, do you feel that it's an insecurity for your spouse to have friends of the opposite sex? Like, you think that's a no-go? Like, you shouldn't be hanging out with no men? And women, do you feel like your husband shouldn't be hanging out with any women once you're married? Like, does that cut off all your friend access? Or are you cool with it as long as you have a trusting relationship?
I mean, nobody's coming to the house to pick her up to take her out.
That's a little extra. Yeah.
Right, you know,
but I mean yeah.
Like,
okay.
I'm just saying, period, on a larger scale, whether they come into the house to pick her up or she's meeting them somewhere.
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen.
Okay.
All right. So here's how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm acquainted with her male friends,
mm-hmm.
if we cool and she introduced her, and me and her male friend had a relationship as far as he comes by the house, cool, hang out, blah, 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 whatever like that. And you're like, oh, and they're going somewhere that I just didn't want to go.
Right.
I'm going to be cool with that. Now,
okay.
Somebody that you just out the blue saying, oh, my friend's coming to pick me up. Who's his friend? Oh, it's Rob. Did I ever meet Rob?
Right.
No. Then that's not happening. Okay. I'm going to be like, dude.
Yeah.
Feel me? So most of my female friends, right?
Because you do have a lot of female friends, and I've seen Sandy be cool with all that.
No, most of my female friends basically have become her friends and got her number.
Right. Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to talk to you about those crumbs on the computer later.
What is that?
Yeah, it's crumbs you
Oh
put
my
in
God.
there. It's all right. It's all right. It's
I'm
all right.
so sorry. That was a bit of honey.
It's all
Sorry.
right. It's all right. But But what I'm saying is most of my female friends have developed a relationship with Sandy, or is cool with her, got her phone number, all that. They interact.
Yes. I feel like I got reprimanded. I'm so sorry.
No.
They done screamed on me. Lord Jesus. I got scared.
But they interact.
Right, yes.
So she's not going to trip.
Right.
Toya comes by, pick me up. Oh, we going to this event. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. You had a car, whatever the case, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, It is what it is because y'all got a relationship on your own. Y'all call each other. Y'all boom, boom, boom. Y'all text. Y'all WhatsApp, right. Whatever the case may be. Go ahead.
No, I'm waiting for you to finish. I was just putting up the usher finger to say that I have another question to raise. In the event, right? Mm-hmm. Now, you heard what he just said. Like, she knows, she's aware that these are females that he, like, deals with on a regular basis. You guys, have business together, whatever the case may be. What if it is somebody who your partner came to you and said, I want you to meet Walter. I picked Walter because Martin came to my head. And me and Walter had history back in the day, but Walter's married. He has a family, blah, 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 blah. But we're still friends. And he wants to go out for dinner, right? How would you guys feel about that?
No, but see, is me and Walter cool already?
But that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm saying.
No, we just met him.
Then we all going out.
So right. So my thing
Walter's
is, it doesn't
gonna pay
matter
for both of our dinner.
Right. So it doesn't matter if she's been intimate with Walter. What matters is, have I met this person? And at the end of the day, I'm still coming.
Put it this way, right? Put it this way, right? If Greg's wife, right, was getting off at Plainfield train station somewhere, right, and I'm driving in the car and I seen her, I'm gonna ride her back to the crib. Greg wouldn't have a problem with that,
right?
Because you know why? Because I met his wife, we hung out, she met my wife, blah blah blah. We went on vacation together, blah blah blah. there's a relationship that's been
Right, absolutely.
developed there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
But
you're looking out for your friend's spouse, right?
Yeah, but if I don't have no relationship with this dude, and she never talked to me really about this dude before, it's not going down.
It's not going to go down like that, right?
It's not going down.
Absolutely.
There are some dudes that was in my wife's life that she used to hang out because she used to be in a motorcycle club or whatever the case may be, right? So, you know, they cool. You know, like she used to talk to me on the phone all the time. I'd be like, okay, we having a cookout. Tell them to come to the house.
Right.
Now, if I don't see these niggas come to the house, or if they do come to the house, they don't try to interact with me, I'm looking at that suspect.
Of course. That's hella suspect.
That's suspect to me.
Right.
Any female friend of mine always interacts or gives my wife some type of respect, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and my wife knows I got mad female friends.
Right.
Right? But I also work with a lot of females too in my line of work.
Right.
Whatever. It's all about a respect thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And so they know what lines they could cross and what not to do. And that's just real talk.
That's dope.
I'm having real talk right now.
Come on now. I already knew I was going to
Let me read some comments. And shout out to
Tiffany
Tiff
said
said absolutely. Yvonne said speak. What's up, Yvonne? That's my peoples.
Hey, Terry.
Shout out
Terry
to
said, leave us bikers alone.
Leave
damn
us
it.
bikers alone, damn it.
Denise said, if everyone is mature and no motive, then it's all good. Absolutely.
Yeah, me and Denise went to an event together.
I know, but Denise been family since day one. Like
and Sandy don't give two.
Yeah,
whatever.
Sandy loves Denise. Like,
can't pick me up. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Actually, Sandy's like, thank you.
Right.
I got stuff to do.
Because I don't got to go. Right.
And I got stuff to do.
Right, exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But Denise, she passed the whole, she's family beyond.
Yeah, Denise always been A1
she's
top
family
tier.
beyond,
We love you, baby.
So nobody's whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, one of my friends from school in Atlanta come into town and be like, blah, 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 hey, let's go, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'll talk to her about it, and I would ask her if she wanted to go. Now, in that situation, if she didn't want to go, I probably would say no because she didn't have a chance to interact with Sandy. It's just a
That's
respect
respectable.
thing.
It's very respectable. Yeah,
It's a respect
Yeah, I
thing.
respect it.
You
That's
know?
dope.
All right. So let me
Come on,
see.
yo,
Any more
let's
comments?
Clap that out. Terry said, if a man drops my wife off, she better pop the door open and jump out the moving car. He better not slow down. Yo, Terry, I hate you.
Talil, you stupid.
Said she better not slow down.
Yo.
There was something up a little bit more. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it?
I believe so.
I thought we covered everything.
Did we?
Yeah, because I want to get to y'all. I love y'all comments, man. So I want to make sure I read y'all comments. Also, y'all can call in 646-233-1302. All right. So, yeah, I don't think I forgot.
Oh, Terry said that's cool being a gentleman. Yes.
Yeah, Denise said if everyone is mature and no motive,
That's it.
then all good. You know what I'm saying? But, my thing is I've learned that even if it is a motive, sometimes you got to know how to handle it.
Yes.
That's all. Handle it.
But that also comes with being honest and transparent in your relationships as well, and explaining to your partners that these people are in your lives to whatever capacity, so that at least there is a comfort that's there. Whether you choose for it to be a comfort level or not, at least it was mentioned, and you can, you have a choice.
Facts.
That's it.
Facts. No doubt. I'm gonna clap that up for you. All right. Moving on. So shout out to Method Man.
Yes.
Because he made some commentary about dealing with depression.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. So for somebody like Meth, I know a lot of, we see him, he on Power, he doing this, he on tour with the Wu-Tang, whatever. So you see Meth, this cool dude, whatever. But I don't care where you at in life, all of us are a little vulnerable sometimes.
Yeah.
And we're human.
But let's be clear. It's different when we're speaking about topics like this about women as opposed to men. There's a big difference because men have never really had that safe space to be able to say or to be able to express vulnerability or to be transparent, because right away I think we have this like really sick misconception of
somebody let Tasha in. She trying to get in.
Oh, she's trying to get in. That's what we heard the banging.
Yeah.
I think there's a really warped misconception about like women being like the emotional creatures, and we are, right? Mm-hmm. We are, but men have never been really allowed to be emotional or to be vulnerable, because right away is thrown back in their faces. And I think men have been taught, like, it's not okay to cry. Like, if you're a man, you can't cry, whatever. Like, at the end of the day, I just had this conversation with somebody very special to me today, and I said, you know, regardless of whatever, we're all human. Hi, baby. We're all human beings at the end of the day, whether male, female. You get what I'm saying? So that's like saying if Greg is going through something and Greg comes in here one Thursday night before the show and he's like, yo, I'm just saying, example, you're crying and you go in and look, I gotta like open up about some stuff or whatever. Like, you know that there's a safe space here. We're not gonna judge you. But a lot of men don't have that safe space with, you know, with their environment. So when I saw this video, I respected it because I feel like I'm gonna say this because it's not my thoughts, but what I'm saying is that we live in a society where people really, really, really are invested in the celebrity lives. You know what I'm saying? More than your own life, right? But for some reason, to see a celebrity, whether they're male or female, going through something like this, it kind of touches home, and people get inspired by it for some reason. Like, you don't get inspired by your own brother, your sibling, your mama, your cousin, but you see a celebrity. But I still respected it because it's coming from Method Man, somebody who you feel like probably has this, you know, this like crazy, like strong demeanor, and for him to open about this, it made me feel good to be able to see another man or being able to open up in this way. So,
want to run the clip?
Yes, we want to run the clip.
Here's the clip.
I'm gonna shut the hell up.
It's hard. I find solace in just being myself and not trying to live up to anybody's expectations, you know. But it does bother me at times. I have episodes. It's like I've been dealing with it for so long. I know what it feels like when it's coming. So there's really no solution you can have. You just have to kind of like deal with it and ride this shit out. I say look for love, not from other people, but within yourself. And that kind of helps. But it's all about taking care of your temple. And if you're taking care of your temple, not only are you doing something, you know, for yourself, but you're also taking the time out to consider your health, taking the time out to consider being there for your people as long as you can possibly be, that kind of thing, you know. So that's what it was for me. And as far as the mental part of it, to cope, you do the physical. To cope with the mental part, you do the physical. It doesn't always work, but hey, I like, if someone's out there right now listening and you're going through depression and all that shit, all I could tell you is, I hope your today is better than your yesterday and your tomorrow even better.
See, again, I respect that, wholeheartedly, like, because all of us deal with some things, right? All of us, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you may see, like, a lot of people are like, Norm, you always in a good mood. I'm like,
yeah, okay, right.
All right.
You don't know.
You don't know the other half of things I'm dealing with. You know, it could be I'm dealing with my son.
Yeah.
Or my mother that needs 24-hour care. Or whatever. There's a lot of things I go through and still got to run a business. And it's harder.
Being a husband and a friend and an
It's
uncle.
harder for me because I don't have a regular 9 to 5. Like, I'm in this entertainment world. All I do is entertainment. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, it's like I'm always, so somebody can call me up to have a serious meeting at 11 o'clock at night, 12 midnight. You know, you're not at work, girl.
I've been there, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, when we talk about depression, and shout out to everybody listening, everybody making comments and everything. And if you got something you want to talk about personally that you're going through, sometimes you just need somebody to listen.
Right.
To listen. I learned
safe
that.
Space, yes. Yeah.
Because sometimes people call me up that just want me to listen. You know, and they be like, Norm, you know, I'm dealing with this, I'm dealing with that. Meanwhile, you know, I just got a crazy call about my son. Or I got a call about my mom just went to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? But, I know I got other brothers, so I know they holding it down or whatever. But they don't know what I'm dealing with.
Right.
Sometimes they don't ask what I'm dealing with. You hear me? Sometimes they don't ask what I'm dealing with. But I listen to their problems because sometimes somebody just need that ear, right, to keep them off the ledge.
Absolutely, yeah.
You hear me?
And
sometimes somebody just needs that ear to keep them off the ledge. So, you know, and I have an open door policy when it comes to my friends.
Me too.
And the topic tonight is about access. Learning when to shut down access.
And when to deny it.
And when to deny access. You know who you can give access to your life to, and then you know who you need to shut it down to.
Right.
Because they're abusing the access. You feel me?
Yeah, and I have to say really quickly, like with everything that you just said, that's one of the reasons why I think our relationship is so special, because sometimes people don't know how to read the room. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think with certain people, I think we're blessed with certain people that come into our lives to be that friend that literally like listens and jumps into the fire with you when you're being quiet. Because sometimes we don't even have to say a word about what we're going through. And depression is a real thing. Some people see it as a weakness, and some people recognize it like people just go through stuff.
Right.
And I've been in situations where my depression hit so hard, and I've had Norm call me out the blue like, "What's up, kids?" And he'll just call me, with his regular energy, and I know he's going through a lot, and he don't even think about it. Like, he'll call me one day and like, "You good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." He's like, "Don't do that shit. Don't lie." And I literally sit there like, and my heart caves in, because I'm like, he always feel, for some reason, like I believe in the sense of clairvoyancy. Like, my family, we're very much that. Like, we feel things, we see things before it happens, we envision things, whatever, and it might be for somebody else, it might not be for somebody, for us in particularly. But I feel like me and Norm have always had that thing with each other. Him more with me than me with him. But he'll call me on a random day like, "What's going on with you?" We don't speak for 48 hours. He automatically feels like something's wrong, and I just start crying. He's like, "Because you ain't been yourself late." He just knows me like that. And I think that it's really special to have people in your life that actually, they see you beyond seeing you. Because sometimes we think that if I just open up and say, "I feel this way today," or "I went through this and I went through that," whatever, that makes a person see you. He literally will see you beyond what you think he sees.
Well, here's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's a special thing. No, for real. And I love you for that. Like, for real.
No, and I love you too.
I know.
My thing is like this. I don't throw words around.
Yeah.
I never do words.
Never.
Around. If I call you my friend, you
That's
my
not
friend
loose.
till I check out. And that's real talk.
Yeah.
I got very few people I call my friend. I know who my friends are. I know who my associates are. I know who people that's just around. You know what I'm saying? Or if I bring you into my circle, shout out to Miss Vaughn. She's part of the fam now.
We love you.
And, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you see G here.
Yeah.
Me and this cat go way back.
I know.
And we were still in hats together. And we go way back that far. Trust me. You know what I'm saying?
Boom boom 30 plus years.
Yeah,
so you already know.
Yeah. And my thing is, you know the people in your life that's going to be there for you, and you know the people in your life that's just there for their own agenda.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So
you can sense an ulterior motive from a mile away.
So when we go through the rest of our discussions tonight and we start talking about access, I'm gonna get real deep.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna get real deep, because everyone does not deserve access in your life.
Absolutely.
And then you have to know when it's time to deny access to people that are constantly abusing you, using you, and causing you pain.
Yes.
You hear me? You have to know when to say enough is enough. I can no longer give you access in my life, because all you do is
drain me.
Take,
drain
me.
Yeah, that whole idea of you pouring into people who don't pour into you. Like, I feel like social media, right, kind of is responsible for a lot of negative energy that's out there in the world today. But then there's some energy and some information that's actually lent to be able to help situations like relationships and friendships, whatever the case may be. And I feel like that's one of those things. Like, you never think about people who are actually draining you. You think like, I've gone all my life being an empath. Like, me seeing people going through things, it bothers me. My mom was like that. My mom always opened up her door to family and friends. "Did you eat today, baby?" And my mother always taught me, if you can cook for 5, you can cook for 9. You always stretch it. And in my house, you know it. Like, we cook, and I'm like, okay, somebody might, I don't even know for sure, but I'm like, what if my cousin Justin pops up? Because sometimes he'll do that, because he knows that he's okay, and he's able to come up to my door and say, "Cuz I'm here." I want to be able to know that if somebody comes up unexpectedly, that I can feed them. It's just been a thing for me. You know what I mean? But then we have to also use discernment And sometimes discernment isn't necessarily in us. Right? Sometimes we have to learn discernment because I've been that type of person who I've always had no boundaries, so to speak. Like I was always the mama that would let my daughter's friends come over, and the friends of the mothers knew well, she at Key's house, they're fine. It's a safe haven. Right. But you can't be like that with everybody.
Yeah, and you know what? It's crazy. It's crazy, right?
You can't.
And I was going to play the clip, but some of y'all have seen it or whatever. So with me and Yolanda Adams, right?
Play it.
What she spoke on. But
Please play it. No, I love that clip. You should play it.
I'll have the clip for y'all at the end of the show because I didn't know we was going to go this deep.
Touch on this, right?
But let me tell you, when I met with Yolanda Adams,
I'm jelly.
And I'll be honest with you.
I love her.
I met with her multiple times. And each time, she showed me so much love. And because we did a project together in D.C.
Yes.
In D.C. at the Capitol, at the nation's capital, right? And she sung for Michelle Obama, whatever. And she did a song that I co-wrote.
Yes.
Along with Natalie from Pinup Girls, right?
Hey,
so a lot of people don't know that. That's part of my history.
Right.
Right? And Cicely Tyson was listening to the song that I co-wrote and Michelle Obama and Hillary Clinton. And this was at the Capitol, was in newspapers and all of that, right? But she remembered me from that moment.
Right.
So, and then she came to Plainfield with the mayor on City Hall. And then I seen her again at the Gospel Fest in Newark at Prudential. And she bypassed all the other reporters, right? Because I was out there doing my BKS thing.
Media, yeah.
She bypassed all the other media to come to me and to speak to me, right? And so her agent and security was like, "Okay, you got 2 minutes." And then she said, "Oh no, he got more than 2 minutes."
Right,
right.
That's family, right? Exactly.
And so we started talking, and she said, "Norm," she said, "Listen, there are some people you put over here in your life. And there are some people you put over here in your life, some people you put here." She said, "But everybody doesn't deserve this."
Absolutely. Oh,
your
my
heart.
God.
She said, "Everybody doesn't deserve this." Right? And I sat, and that thing stuck with me forever and everything. And I got so much love, admiration, and respect for Yolanda Adams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And once she said that to me, I said, I get it. Everybody can't have
Everybody
access
can't
to
come.
you.
Everybody can't come, y'all.
Everybody can't come.
Yeah.
But the ones, and go ahead.
No, I just got to mention this, though. Sometimes it doesn't come in an obvious thing. You know what I mean? Like you can tell when somebody's taken from you because maybe they're negative or obvious stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can start off with somebody. I had a group where we would cry together, we're praying together, we're trying to support one another. But at some point, they're like doing the same thing over and over again, like never growing.
It's almost like they're using it as a tactic to
I don't know.
It just looks,
but
feels weird.
I know when I come, I'm full of energy, and when I leave, I'm completely drained.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You understand?
Yeah.
But then when they're calling me all the time, I hear like we're together again, and one of them is like, "Oh, I should have invited you to the party. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't think of you." Really?
But
like 2 days ago, you was crying.
Right.
I mean,
you
like
told me when you wanted to dump.
Right.
And you need this and you need that.
Right.
Yeah.
But then it's like that's when I start realizing I'm constantly growing. You're staying stagnant.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't keep giving, and it's for naught.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was hard for me, though, because technically, still to this day, I love this trio. It was like a mother, a daughter, and a sister. And I actually loved them. I loved our times together. But when you know you're doing all the giving and you're drained and you have nothing, you're not receiving.
Absolutely.
I had to shut it down.
Yeah.
Right.
And you notice that a lot of times nowadays, for some reason, I think, like you just said, people almost they get comfortable in this space with knowing, right? Like if you open up to if you're vulnerable enough to open up to a person about things that you're going through, and you notice that this person is really taking it in. Like I said, empaths we're like the first targets. You know what I mean? Like I always want to feel like I'm helping somebody or like I'm making somebody's day better or whatever the case may be, even when my shit is falling apart. But at the end of the day, you have to learn to decipher. There's some people who will look to you for that energy and look to you for that love and that encouragement to be able to move forward and say, okay, we're going to go from one level to level 3 or level 5 because I'm moving past this level of, you know, this heaviness and this depression and the sadness because I know that I'm capable of doing so. Then there's some people who feel like this person going to keep on listening and this person going to keep on giving. And I got her now. This person gonna keep on. And one thing I never have respect for is somebody who I can show love to and they take advantage of that love. You don't take my kindness for weakness because I'm good enough and I'm authentic enough, I should say, to be able to say I can love you and I can guide you and even though I don't, you know, I might not have all the guys in the world, but I've always had this thing with me where I can always give somebody advice, but it don't work for me. But it's because I don't apply it to myself. I care more about applying it to the other person. But the minute you feel like somebody is taking advantage of that, it's time to run because they will drain you out of every ounce of energy and breath. Leave you for dead, for real. And then when you need it, they're like, "Oh, girl, I ain't got time." Like you said, I ain't got time. I'm going to the movie. I'm going to. Exactly.
And be careful that empath stuff. Empaths seem to attract narcissists.
Oh my God.
The real deal narcissists. It's one thing to be a narcissist.
Girl.
Oh, I think I'm a little bit above people. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the narcissist that says, "Oh, you shine. I'm a shell of a person. I have nothing to give.
Jesus.
So I'm going to attach myself to you and suck you dry. And then when I'm done, I'm going to tell the world you was crazy. And that's why we're not together. I was crazy. Woo! See, you know that. That's just it.
That's why I love you. Exactly. But we gotta be careful with that. Like that's why you have to really learn. And I'm learning that even at this big old age of 47, I am really learning discernment and how to create. You know, and we spoke about this earlier, boundaries and things of that nature because it's important. Because you never know what you're facing.
You never know.
Here's my thing. I can't remember the last time. I can't remember the last time. Right.
For real.
Somebody actually called me up and be like, "Bro, you good? You all right?" Because you know what? And I said, you know why nobody does that? Because I did it to myself. And what I mean by that is because I feel as though I can't be vulnerable around people. So I always around people. I got to be like this.
Yeah.
I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm the man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, we ain't got to ask Norm how he doing because we know he good. And I don't be.
Yeah.
And I don't be. I got a lot of things that I'm dealing with.
And you know what? Can I say something real quick? I don't mean to cut you up, but I have to say this at this moment because when I feel like I know that I'm not giving my full potential as a friend, it bothers me a lot. Because sometimes, you know, we all live different lives. We all have different stories that are written by God. We all have different journeys. And sometimes we get consumed with those journeys, right? And I know for a fact, and I have to say this right now on the air because Norm always checks up on me. Always. Because he knows my journey. He knows my story. He knows what I deal with on an everyday basis. And I don't do the same for him as much as I should. And it's not. And I hold up. I know that he knows that it's not personal.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I know that you know that that's not personal, but I'm just saying that this is something that I'm working on myself. That it can't just be that I get overconsumed with my own. Because people are overconsumed with the same amount of stuff. He got his stuff with his son. He got stuff with his mama. He got his stuff with everything. You know, and you know he knows my depression and my pain and my suffering. But I'm just saying that although I don't call, he's in my prayers and my thoughts constantly, and he knows. There's some friends that are just like really good at when we together we pick up where we left off type shit. But at the same time, it's important to make somebody feel seen and to make somebody feel like how they make you feel. So I'm just saying that just in your face right now that although I know that that's something that I need to work on because like he's always there for me, like literally always there. Yeah. Whether it be a conversation, a laugh, and I didn't know I needed a cry, whatever. And I have to work on that. I have to work on getting back to being that friend that I know that I am. You know what I'm saying? So I love you for that. I just want to acknowledge that.
Listen, and I appreciate you said that. But I get it. I realize that we all go through our own things.
Yeah.
Like me and G, Like that's my dude, but we ain't got to see each other for months.
I was feeling some kind of way without seeing you for 2. I was like, Greg.
And look, but he can he'll hit me up and be like, "Yo, you busy? Nah, I ain't. Want to hit the bar? Boom, and then we'll catch up. That whole 3 months, we'll catch up.
Y'all went 3 months without talking,
or whatever the case may be.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's funny, even with like. Again, I'm an energy person. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
So like me and Tosh, we just click, right? It's like cool peoples.
Yeah.
Cool. You know what I'm saying? So like boom, like she'll invite me in her circle. Like she's doing something on the 29th. We'll talk about that later. And I'll invite her in my circle.
Right.
I just met your friend Lil Boom Boom not too long ago, and she mad cool with it. It's fam to me now, you know, part of the circle, whatever like that. It's like my thing is like this. Again, and we talk about this all the time on the Storm on the show. Learn how to read the people you love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hear me, y'all.
Yeah, for real.
Learn how to read the people you love, because you never know what they're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? If you ever said to me, "Oh, yo, Norm, I can't make this. I can't do this. I can't whatever like that," right? I wouldn't be mad, because I know you got your own life and your own situation you got to deal with. You know, "Oh, Norm, I can't come on this vacation, whatever like that." I ain't gonna be upset. Still my guy.
Right.
I know you dealing with your own things, bro. Same with you.
Yeah.
Same with whoever that I claim to love. We got a lot of great comments, man.
But even with that, like, I love y'all for that. Like that time y'all called me from Jamaica, and Norm was like, "You gotta come." And Norm and Greg called me on FaceTime, and they sitting there. I pick up and they're like this, "What up, kid?" You know, and it's 11 o'clock. I'm like, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. Y'all got drinks? I'm like, I hate y'all.
Yeah, right.
And right then I start crying. I immediately start crying because I'm like, even though I'm not there, they still brought the sunshine to me on a day where I didn't have that. You know what I mean? And it means a lot. Like, we had a great conversation that day. We were joking and laughing, but I'm just saying, like, you have to have people like that in your space and that have that same energy, because if you don't, like, you're gonna be faced with those energy vultures.
And we're gonna read some comments. Shout out to T Hustle. Shout out to Tasha for Wise. I want to go back to Tracy Curry made it
right here.
Yeah, let's start with Tracy Curry.
Tracy said, in other words, everyone cannot sit on your front pew. Amen. Some need to be in the balcony or even in the parking lot. I learned the hard way. When you know better, you do better. Facts. Maya Angelou.
Facts.
Yes. Victor Johnson. Hey, brother, I love you. He said, that's playing the victim of what you cause. I don't know. That's about something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to T Hustle.
T Hustle says Storm Norm.
Yeah, but let me tell you about T Hustle, right?
Yes.
And shout Tony's out in California, right? Tony's
Tony.
very accomplished musician, producer, all of that. He's a part of the Rosemont Group.
Yeah.
At the RMG. I'm sorry if I'm getting it wrong.
Messing it up.
Yeah, if I'm messing up, but charge to my head, not my heart.
Absolutely.
But he's done a lot of great things. You know what I'm saying? A member of the family. You remember the family that came out?
Yeah.
Whatever. Signed to Jam Master Jay. He's an accomplished person. Does a lot of great things.
Right.
But without all of that, me and him was cool from the door. We was friends. Right. We came up in the city of Plainfield, whatever. And we always shared a lot of the same goals, a lot of the same dreams. But he could hit me up out the blue. I may not hear from him for a whole year. It doesn't diminish the friendship and the bond that we had. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't diminish none of that. I've always been a good dude. I want to see him win, and succeed, whatever. But if I needed him for something, he wouldn't hesitate.
No, you recall, right.
Vice versa.
Yes.
And but there's people like, you just got to know that you don't have to be around somebody all the time.
Yeah, to feel love.
To feel love.
Absolutely. Denise said, "Sunshine is always awesome." It is. It definitely is.
Shout out to Miss Jerry Smith on the check-in.
She's an excellent lover.
Hey,
Jerry.
Jerry Smith, awesome person, does a lot of great things in the community, gives a lot of great events. Shout out to Jerry Smith. Shout out to Joanne Dyke.
Joanne Dyke said, "Learn how to read the people you love." Thanks, Norm. Great words.
Yeah, just that's all I'm saying. Just learn how to read them. Shout out to C. King Parker. A lot of y'all on the check-in. Shout out to Felicia Felton. Hey, fan, what are we talking about? We talking about giving access the people in your life. Let's read Marquitas.
Marquitas?
Ebony
Marquitas.
Yes.
She said, hey, Ebony. She said, I have always been the person that calls, texts, takes the time out to pull up on a person. But this year, I vowed to put me first for once. I have also come to terms with the fact that everyone is not as supportive as I am. That's true too.
Facts.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get that. You know what we gotta come to grips with in life is that everybody's not a you. Right? So stop expecting people to be you.
Exactly. Yeah.
And once you come to the realization that everybody can't be you, or whatever like that, you start to accept people for who they are.
But also there may be people that are you, but they do it from their own perspective. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's wrong because it's not your way. It's just their way. And so you have, again, read the room and learn to know people. Like me and my best friend, you met Shaniqua?
Yes.
Me and my best friend Shaniqua, like, she's been somebody who supported me since day one. She supports me through right, wrong, indifferent, and she's not one of those friends that won't sit there and be like, Kiss, I don't like that you did that. Or maybe you can try this and whatever, because she knows that I'll be receptive to it.
Right.
And we, like you said, we don't speak for months sometimes, weeks. But she's constantly like, oh, you know, Peyton has this and Justin has a soccer game and this and the third. But every single time that there's been something with me, she always shows up. And even though she understands that my life is a little bit more complex, she never like left me. She, you know what I'm saying? Like she didn't leave my side. Like we've been through, we lost our moms together, and that same our fathers or whatever the case is. She's one of those people that I know that she's gonna always be $100 grand at all times. You know what I mean? Right. And you need friends like that, and not friends that just be like, okay, yeah, you doing whatever. Like she gonna still tell me like you bugging the hell out,
right? Or
maybe you can try it this way or whatever the case is. And we need more friends that like that, not vultures. You know what I mean? People that are gonna be able to help.
That's deep.
Those vultures are serious, and you gotta watch out.
That's deep. And
I love you, Neek, for real. Like for real.
Yeah.
We all got them. We all got good friends and good family members, but you have to again use discernment and know who's really truly for you and who's not.
Facts.
Because that shit will hurt you in the long run.
A lot of people, there are people in my lifetime that I really thought, I said, yo, that's my friend, blah blah blah. And they, you know, they get it. It really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It's like
even today, I had somebody tell me like, you know, or not to, well, these past couple of days, like I've had people who told me that they loved me so much and would do anything for me, betray me. That's deep. Because when somebody says that they love you and they do anything for you, you know, a good person takes that like, aw, you know? But then it's like, you gonna turn around and do something stupid to me? Or you gonna dog me out? You know what I mean? So that's why it's so hard nowadays to be able to trust in people. You know what I'm saying? Like, discernment is it's a real. I really didn't know about discernment. I did, but not to the core, to where you really know that it really has to like line up with life.
So what I'm going to do, Kiss, I'm going to put the phone number up,
and
please. Also ask the secret room. At what point? At what point do you stop? Do you start denying access?
Yeah. To
people that don't deserve access.
Right.
In your life. At what point do you say,
I gotta let you go?
Enough is enough.
Yeah.
You get no more access to me. At what point? I want y'all to put it in the comment section. I want y'all to either call in 646-233-1302. And I want to hear this from the secret room. At what point do you deny access to you, Miss Vaughn?
And I have a B question to Norm's question.
You little boom boom.
I have a B question to that. How many of you guys have struggled with this, right? But who you struggled with it more from? Family or friends?
Okay.
Because that's an actual thing. Family will try you before friend, foe, whatever. So, yes, if y'all can remember that. Terry says Spanish version of what?
The number.
The number. Thank you, T. Terry like it. The number is 646-233-1302.
Y'all see the number up there. If you look above Kiss's head, the number is right there, 646-233-1302. I got the phone lines open, so if you want to call in, call in.
Yes. I love you,
shout out to Sharonda Phillips on the check-in.
When it becomes a burden and you're compromising your sanity, that
is
great.
Let's clap this
Sharonda. Come on, you got to call in, Sharonda. I've been loving her since the last time I was here.
I think Tracy said.
When you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah, when you fed up. I just saw something about right above CE.
Shout out to
you stop denying access,
Tracy.
When it starts affecting your health.
Shout out to Tracy
God.
Abram.
Yeah.
Shout out to listen, man. I'm loving y'all responses.
Tracy Abrams said what? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold on. I'm just trying to love. I'm trying to love it. Hold on. I'm trying to love it.
Yeah.
Hold on. D Skinner said.
Hey Derek. He said when I don't feel happiness when I'm in their presence.
And that's my brother. Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel no type of way when I hit up D Skinner last week, and he hit me back. I texted him last week because I ran into his niece actually at a birthday celebration for another friend of mine, and she walked up to me. She said, "You're my uncle's friend." That's she walked up to me. She said, "You're my uncle's friend." I said, "Who's Derek Skinner?" I said, "What?" I said, "That's my dude." I said, "I love that dude." Blah blah blah. That's my man's, right? So I took a picture. I said, "Come on, let's take a selfie." I sent it to him, right? I didn't get no response back. I didn't hear from him.
Yo.
I didn't take it personal, bruh.
Yeah.
I ain't denying you access from my life because you didn't respond to that.
Right. And I met Derek through Norm. Norm told me like he does shirts, blah, blah, blah.
Right,
and I hit Derek up. I was like, I said, Derek, I need one of those money shirts for one of my friends that loves money. Derek hit me up like 6 months after. Hey, kids, don't be mad at me, blah, 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 blah. But I got your shirt. I said, and I still got your money. Like, just hit me up. I still ain't get the goddamn shirt. But I still love him. But,
no, that's my fan.
But you know what it was? Because during that time, COVID had hit. It was busy. People were like trying to like really live, like, and trying to figure out what's going on. So like, but Derek's always been a faithful like listener, friend, whatever.
Now,
Felicia Felton said, when it interrupts my peace, absolutely.
Fee.
Yeah.
When it interrupts your peace.
Yeah.
That's when it's time to deny access.
Yeah. And honestly, and I have to say this from a personal place, right? And I'm gonna be real quick about it. When we've dealt with people from our past that haven't treated us well, right? And you've been like, you kind of sit in that to the point where you start like preparing for, okay, if somebody new come along and I'm triggered, I know to be like, I can't deal with this. Like, we have to start working through our trauma a little bit better.
Right.
Because I feel like sometimes, and again, I'll say like I said it earlier, we all have trauma, right? From past relationships, friendships, whatever the case may be. But it's up to us to be able to say, okay, you know what? I went through this, I went through that. Now let me weed that out and make new room, like healthy and like fresh room for what's to come. So that I can like truly like decipher what's what.
Right.
Because sometimes we'll have a good situation and that trauma still sits there and then it resurfaces at the wrong time.
Right. And
then against the wrong people. So I'm just saying, like, work through it. Oh, Tiffany said work through the trauma. And I'm guilty of that. Like, sometimes I'm so used to what somebody else did that if a little smidgen of that it surfaces and it's in my face, I'm like, what we doing?
Facts.
Because I ain't see you like that before, but you just did this, and now I'm like, now I got to watch you?
Facts.
Yeah,
shout out to Jeanette
Castro Holland said, when they're full of negativity and drama, I'll cut you off. Family and friends. Absolutely.
Yo, I'm going to have to clap that up.
Yeah. It's true. Because everybody shouldn't be entitled to your trauma. Like, I feel like you should really just like clear the path and start clean slate with everybody. I think like if you and I are speaking and you say, you know, you give me some of your life and I give you some of mine, and we know, okay, I know what triggers Ms. Vaughn.
Right.
And what she don't like and what makes her feel bad or makes her feel negative or makes her feel like her light is dimming or whatever the case is. So why would I sit here and say, I'm about to do exactly that to make you feel worse?
Yeah.
And I think we need to work on that. As for like healthier friendships, there has to be more of that.
See, let me...
Wait, well, somebody said the devil comes in what? Go up.
Hold on. Trying to get through these comments.
Tasha Folk Wise said the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy.
Yeah. Yeah, all the time. But here's my thing.
Yeah.
There are people. There are people, right, that will allow you. Or let me say like this: if I allow you to do the same thing to me over and over and over again, if I allow you to keep hurting me over and over, giving me pain over and over,
especially when you know that it's gonna hurt me
again, and I still allow access to you in my life, whose fault is that?
Yours.
It is my fault.
Right. Now it's on you. Yeah. Now it's on you.
Now I'm the one that's hurting myself because I don't know how to deny you access to me.
Right. Yep.
You have to strengthen yourself. I put up a comment, a post earlier in the week about discipline. You have to discipline yourself to cut off access to someone that constantly keeps hurting you.
Right.
If you keep opening that door, we talk about denying access. So if you keep opening, boom, 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 somebody knocks. Who is it? It's Pain. Come in, Pain.
And I bought
Sit down, have a good time.
Nice Pain.
Want me to serve you something while you kill
Knock,
me?
knock, knock. Who is it? It's Hurt. Come in, Hurt.
It's anxiety. It's trauma.
How many times are you going to keep allowing pain and hurt in your life?
Yeah.
Close the door.
Close the door.
And lock it. Padlock it.
Come on, Teddy B.
Deny the access. We got to stop doing this to ourselves. What is that? What do you call those type of people that keep hurting themselves?
Hurt people?
Yeah, people that just hurt themselves all the time.
Sadist, master sadist,
sadist.
Yeah, something. But you got to stop.
Like you just want pain.
Doing that to
Like
yourself.
self-sabotage.
Shut it down. Shut that situation down.
Yeah, but I got to add to that, Norm.
Go ahead.
You know why
Add
some
on.
people will keep doing that? Come on in, pain. Come on in, hurt. Because the person is not presenting themselves as a wolf.
Right.
You see? So I've developed, I
Hello.
got my own little way of weeding out situations now. Because some people are very crafty.
Oh, yeah.
Whether their words, their actions in their face, they seem so compassionate when they're telling you, no, I wasn't trying to hurt you. Oh my God, I love you so much. Or whatever the case is, right?
Yes, you were. Right.
But this is here. Here's somebody ought to try this watching today. If you're in a situation, I got this 3 strikes, woo, and you out, right?
Right.
It's the actions. If you have 3 different separate times of an action that hurt me, especially after the first time, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to communicate. I'm going to be real nice about it. You know, the fact that you didn't call me, but we were supposed to meet up, and you waited till the day we're going to meet up and just expected me to be there, that's unusual for me. I'm letting you know.
Right.
So if we go out again and you do the same again,
yeah,
that's an action. So, but I'm going to add that to the second action because that meant the first time you was probably doing me wrong, unlike what you said, oh, no, it wasn't that. I just was caught up in blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Right.
So I'm going to give you a pass this time for that first action, right? But since you done repeated it a second time and I done told you.
Right. But you know what?
The delivery is different, but the result is
it's still the same. I'm not going to listen to what you're saying or how you're looking or all the passion or the conviction. I don't even give a shit if you bring me some flowers that day to say sorry.
Exactly.
The point is there was the same action or an action that hurt me.
Result,
it could be a different action, but it's still an action.
Right.
So we had 2.
We spoke about this the last time, I remember, off camera. And you and I remember we got into it real deep. And I said, this is why it's very important to have conversations with people from the gate.
Yep.
Whether it be friendships, family, intimacy, whatever.
Right.
You have to be clear about what this is.
Facts.
When you're not clear about what this is and you're not trying to learn this person, because I'm learning through this. I'm learning through this right now. And me as a person who I know that I'm not vindictive. I know that I'm not a hurtful person. I know that I'm not like a vulture. I'm not trying to add on to somebody else's shit.
Right.
Because I'm going through my own shit. So if I don't want that for myself, why would I give that to you?
Right.
So I'm learning now to now say, okay, even if we went 3-4 years and we've had our little thing, we still never sat here and said, I think it's very important to sit here and say, in order for us to have a healthy relationship, whether it be friendships, whatever the case is, tell me some of the things that you like and some of the things that you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
What trauma have you been through? What triggers you? What doesn't make you happy? All these things are essential to having a healthy relationship of any degree.
Right.
I don't care if it's a situationship, whatever the case may be, because even if you're looking at somebody like, okay, yeah, that's my friend, whatever, but sometimes we intimate, or sometimes we get down, or sometimes we go out on dates as friends.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, feelings are going to start changing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing.
Right.
I wish I would have sent you that video today. Damn it. I forgot to send you that one video.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that there's a way to go about it. There's a way to be able to protect and nurture friendships by being smart enough to be able to like really get to know a person before you even set ground rules or boundaries or whatever the case may be, because then you're going into shit blind. Like we said the last time, a couple of weeks ago, I remember you said, you know, you go into things blind and then expect for people to catch up, and you can't do that. Because that's when you let the hurt in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you really care about somebody and really like value somebody's friendship and value somebody's like energy and presence in your life, what you should be doing is saying, let's have conversations first to know where and where not to go, so that way there is no hurt. Like mistakes are gonna happen, like because French relationships take work, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So in order for those that work to like really come through in a healthy and positive way, you got to set rules and set boundaries and know your person, your people, whatever.
Right.
And we, girl,
There you go. But look. I'm about to throw this your way now.
Go ahead.
See, look.
Throw it.
Come on,
I'm
you
talking about Jenny
catch
so
Then we're
much.
going to read some comments. Y'all got some good comments.
true,
Now
though.
catch this. This is why too. Sometimes you'll stay in a bad situation because the person you're trying to tell, hey, this bothered me or whatever too, they just aren't like-minded to you. They can't feel what you feel. It doesn't matter how much you heard or say this bothers me. They have rationalized it some other kind of way. So when they're trying to tell you, no, but that's not how I feel, they really don't feel like they're hurting you.
Right.
They really don't. They're not trying to be vicious or mean. It could be selfishness, but that's still to you. So here's the thing. Don't try to say, well, I'm confused because I think they love me because they seem so... I see it in their eyes when they're telling me. No, don't worry about none of that shit.
Right.
What you worry about is you sit up there and say, I got a list of things that can hurt me. You got up to 3 times to hurt me. Now, you might not do it intentional. Maybe you had my best interest at heart.
But you just didn't know.
Yeah, you ain't know. But I done already communicated. It's happened. So it's nothing personal. I have to protect me. And every time I'm in a situation, now this is not even just relationships. This could be anything. Just you at your job, friends, acquaintances, anything at all. I notice we're more negative than we are positive with our thoughts.
Absolutely.
And I read something that's actually going back to the caveman days. That's to protect you. So if you got burned by the fire, every time you're near a stove, there's something in the back of your mind like, is that hot? I don't want to be burned again. But now if you use that same idea for everything else, that means you're always being negative before you're positive.
Right.
And the brain is to remember all the things that were negative to keep you from being hurt rather than all the positive, beautiful things, right? So it's almost like we just meant to be negative, right?
Yeah.
You know how you can counteract that? Every time you're in a situation and you saying something negative or you're feeling negative,
Drop it.
just, well, it's not even just drop it. Recite what you wish it would be.
Yeah.
So if I'm sitting next to a dude and I feel like I like him, but he's not that close to me and I'm an affectionate person,
Yeah.
I could be like, I don't really like him that much because he's not being affectionate. What's wrong with me? And I could just start going down this stupid path.
Yeah.
Here come that depression, y'all. You can flip it for
Yeah.
depression, right? But instead, I just be like, I wish he was more affectionate. I would love an affectionate dude.
Instead
See,
of figuring out the reasons why he's not affectionate
Exactly.
and see how that still meshes.
right, see? And the
Wow.
minute you speak that, I would like an affectionate dude. So now it's not even about him. It's just what you want. I would like an affectionate dude. I would like a guy who would touch me.
when you're in
And
the house
see,
by yourself and not in public.
There you go.
There's different aspects of
There
stuff.
you go.
Girl,
but once you speak it, okay, once you speak it, either that dude is going to somehow, his energy is going to get affectionate, or he going to fall to the wayside like all of a sudden you just don't like him that much and
right.
y'all is no more.
Time will
Because your
reveal.
energy will shift shit. You know what I'm saying? Devils can't stand to be around a bunch of positivity and
Oh,
stuff.
come on.
You know what I'm
God.
saying?
Come on.
They be feeling,
They-
it's like,
they
we
would-
like holy water daggers. Like,
They would try to
get away from
disrupt
me.
the whole situation.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Positive like positive. But you can be a negative person even though you're positive if you're constantly down on your own self.
Right.
Or you're negative or sad about your situations because we become hopeless.
Oh yeah.
So that's my thing. I constantly flip it when I feel that hopelessness.
I'm
like, oh no,
it's scary nowadays not knowing who's truthful in that energy and who's not. Because there are people who know exactly what they're doing and they still do it anyway and feel
Trying
like,
to
I
get
can
you.
get girl, bye.
Yo, listen.
Bye.
Listen, I gotta say this. This is why my circle, I'm loving this circle. I love the listener. Got love for everybody commenting, whatever, because this is real talk. It's the type of talk you need.
All right, I like that. Look at that. Put that voice.
Caller from the 732. State your name, where you calling from. You on the Storm Warning Show.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Who this?
What's good?
Oh my gosh. First of all,
wait, who's this?
Y'all are totally blessing me tonight. Hey Tiff, it's Tiffany.
Hi Tiff.
What's up, Tiff?
Y'all are blessing me. Y'all are blessing me.
Talk about it.
I just want to say something that I'm learning. Sorry if I sound winded. I'm out of shape and ran upset. Whew. But
that's a combination right there. Right. All right, girl, I feel it.
One of the things that I'm seeing in my own life and that I'm learning. Hey, Niecy, I see you. One thing I'm learning is to love myself enough to say what I'm willing to tolerate and what I won't.
Yes.
And it's hard. Y'all, I'm not going to even lie. It's so hard to be able to say, to give a blind eye to something.
Yes.
Because you legit love the person. And because you have this measure of hope and potential.
That right there.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a measure and an element of hope and potential. Believing that the person is going to change because you've seen some good qualities. And then there's a part of you that believes that the good qualities are going to override the qualities that you don't like. But the truth of the matter is, the person is not going to change.
No.
And that's a hard reality, I think, that we have to face. And sometimes I think we just have to muster up the strength to say, you know what? It's okay to say, I love me more than this.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep. And you can still love them. Love them from afar.
Yeah. Yeah. Love them from afar, but don't love you any less.
Yep.
And another thing, too, I just want to say also is it's not always your fault. And don't beat yourself up and make yourself feel guilty because of how they make you feel. And sometimes we get so caught up so much in the other person that we neglect our own feelings and neglect the fact that we're being emotionally abused, mentally manipulated, and all of that. And so I think we need to be honest with who we are, why we tolerate, why we accept the foolishness, if it is foolishness, and what are we going to do to say, I do love me more.
Right.
And it's not that you love yourself necessarily more than the person, but you love yourself more than the way you're being treated.
Yes.
And being able to say, I'm not going to let nobody guilt me into believing that I have to stick and accept this. I'm not going to have anybody guilt me into believing that mind manipulation is okay, because it's not. And these are all underlying measures of abuse that we have to be able to recognize and say, no, this is abusive, and I don't have to deal with it. And that's all that I have to say.
And listen, I'm gonna clap it up for you. But at the same time, again, when I use the analogy about opening up the door for something that you know is already going to hurt you, something you know that's already going to cause you pain, if you keep opening up that door, it's not that other person is not the problem no more. It's you.
No.
So you have to discipline yourself to say no more.
No more.
Enough is enough. I'm done. I'm done with the BS.
Right.
I'm tired of being disrespected.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being a doormat. I'm tired.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
We've spoken about it. I say it all the time. I said I went through a whole 9-year situation, right? That within the first 4 years, I knew that it was time to go, right? And with that being said, you know, I was at a point where I was like, well, this feels better than what I've been through before. You know, it doesn't feel as bad until I really sat back and like really evaluate the situation. Like, this is manipulation at its finest. You're pacifying me. You're choosing when you want to, like, show me love or acknowledge me or whatever the case may be. And I've said it 1,001 times. Like, I should have ran away a billion times before that, right? But sometimes when we've been through so much trauma and we've been through so much misuse of our love and our empathy and our energy, whatever the case may be, we tend to see everything as love when it feels good,
right?
Especially when it's masked the right way.
Yep.
And
you take
and
the
some
scraps.
oh yeah, you I mean you stuck to the traps. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But at the end of the day, But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, then you go into these new situations and it's like, okay, well, now how do I recover from this? And it's scary to be able to not be able to decipher if you can trust somebody else and not accept the same things or not expect it. We're living in a scary ass world.
And don't get mad at me for saying this. But somebody fulfilling a need of a physical desire.
Oh yeah,
that's not love.
No.
Somebody just fulfilling that need for you, whatever, like that.
Right.
Stop equating that with love.
But you know what's funny?
It's not. Listen. It's not love.
Right.
One. And two. If a person knows that you're always going to be there for them.
Oh my God.
Why?
Yes. Look at Boom Boom is.
Let me tell you something. You know why I was saying, oh my God? Because this is the mistake that we make as humans, right? We say to ourselves, well, this situation was such and such. He was a good guy. I'm saying from a female's perspective. He was a good guy. You know, the sex may have not been that great, but, you know, he was attentive and he had paid attention to detail and he took me out and blah, 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 right? But then we have this ignorant ass shit that we do where we say, well, at the end of the day, you know, it may not have been this, that, and the third, but I'm a person with needs. Everybody got needs.
Right.
Everybody got needs. And I'm speaking from a personal place. When people think about relationships and what that entails, like the traits that you know, the concoctions that you have to make a relationship special. People we've gone through it, right? We talked about it all the time, like, oh, how important is sex to these equations, or how important is trust and loyalty and all these things. And can none of us in here can sit here and say that sex is not an important part.
But listen, but Kiss, before you
wait, but let me
cut
finish my
me off,
thought.
because you actually cut me off.
I did. I'm gonna shut up.
Yes. So listen.
Go ahead.
If I know,
You was
if I know you, if you with a person,
yes,
right, and you know, I'm the predator in this case, and I know that you're always going to be there for me,
right.
I'm gonna feel like I could treat you any way I want to treat you.
Exactly.
Because you know what? Because you keep allowing me access.
Keep opening the door.
You keep allowing me access.
Exactly.
So as long as you keep allowing me access, I'm gonna treat you any damn way I want to treat you. And this is the whole point.
Exactly.
The whole point of this topic on the show is stop allowing yourself to be abused.
Yes.
Stop allowing yourself to be used. Learn when to shut it down.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta shut it down.
That's it.
Ladies, can I just get Listen, this is
Let
a
me tell you
man
something.
telling you that because you
But-
know
but-
it'd be more so women that
Right.
are in that position that he's talking about
And
because
that's
we're
my point.
maternal. We want to love you. We're full of
Oh,
love.
my God.
We just somehow we want to scope because why we're here to raise the children, right? The children are sucking from our breasts, not a man. He's out there killing a bear,
But
right?
them too. They
See
be
what I'm
sucking
saying?
the titty.
But see, you see, so it's a natural
tell you
thing in us that no, I want to help. So if that man shows up, what in that Lauryn Hill song when she's like, "You always hurt yourself to make me stay" or something,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard when somebody's like they're reaching out to you, but the minute you try to go ahead and hug them or whatever, they got like knives like cutting you up. Like, dang, I'm bleeding. God dang,
Yeah.
you just trying to kill me. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what's crazy, and I'm sorry for cutting you off, but because
No,
that
we
just,
passed that
it
point.
just, no. What I'm saying is that just shows our connection, right? Because I was going through a situation where Norm was constantly telling me, "Kiss, what the are you doing?
Right. Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
He would ask me every week, right? He would call me like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but Norm, but I was doing the sucker shit, you know? And Norm was the friend that was like, Kiss, like, do you not see who you are? Do you not value yourself? Do you not respect yourself? Why are you accepting this as love when you know it ain't?
Mm-hmm.
He said it for years. You said it for years. And we go through that. We go through our sisters telling us, oh, this guy ain't good for us, blah, blah, blah. We all go through it.
But
Kiss, I'm gonna say this too, real quick, because what y'all saying is so daggone real, and I don't know if I've ever shared this with y'all before.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin has said before. I have a cousin who said that we have got, and I said it. I don't know if I said it here, but if I did, I'm gonna just say it again real quick.
Right.
My cousin had said that we have got to stop exchanging red flags for white flags.
Girl.
Yes.
Girl.
Let me
girl.
Go ahead. Clap that up.
Girl.
Clap that up.
Jesus Christ.
We see the red flags and we try to turn them into white. She said, stop exchanging red flags for white flags.
Yes.
I don't remember nothing else she ever said out her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That there is the most powerful thing I've heard in years.
Absolutely.
And the crazy thing is, I see people do this all the time. You know why? Because I used to do it. You know, I see people like, the situation will get better.
Sure.
It's gonna change. This person's gonna change. Oh, they're not gonna do that no more. Blah 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 blah, and this and that, whatever like that, right?
Yeah.
And again, you keep turning the knob and letting them in. You keep turning the knob and letting them in. You keep turning the knob and letting them in, and then, right, the realization kicks in. Right, that this person is taking you for granted.
Mm-hmm.
The realization kicks in that anytime this person calls you, you make yourself available.
Ooh, oh, Lord.
The realization kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The realization kicks in that
Yeah.
this person can talk to you any type of way. The realization kicks in that this person can treat you any type of way.
Okay, but Norm,
Go ahead.
You allow it.
it's not just that now. Now listen, because y'all are going in on, look, you just got to be strong. You just got to do what you got to do, right? Sound like church to me. When they're like, oh, God said you shouldn't do this, you should do that. Okay, listen, I was born through trauma. I'm going to act out because it's just natural. My parents did the best they could, but that was a shit show. So here I am, right? How do we do some of that? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
We have to develop some kind of tactics. So for anybody, this could help because it's going to be various things, right? But for some people, if you tell yourself, Kiss, there's another person out there that if I love on them the way I'm loving on this person right here, they're going to do big things with it. Right. And we're going to give back to the world, right? Mm-hmm. If you focus on that, it might pull you away from that one because as long as you love that one, you do nothing. He's not doing nothing and you're not doing nothing because you're constantly hurt. So your light's not shining. Or some people are the kind of people where it's like, I love my kids a lot, so I want to be here for them. Well, if you with somebody that's negative, they're slowly going to kill you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But you know what's funny that you mentioned the kid's perspective, right? Because, like I said, I went through a situation, and I know we're always transparent on this show. I went through a situation that I thought was love, right? And even though I found out a couple of years in that it wasn't necessarily something that was serving me, or that would serve me properly, I stayed because I thought, well, this feels like love. It looks like love, and I'm not getting it from anybody else. So why would I not encourage it? Or why would I not whatever? And
I like how you diagnose that.
Honestly,
I'm not getting it from nobody else. Right. We got to put that out there too.
Because honest, like I said, I had a conversation with somebody who's very special to me today, and you know, this person said to me, like, it sounds like trauma, and I'm like, well, realistically speaking, we've all suffered through some type of trauma.
Yes, we have.
In relationships, and with family, friends, whatever the case may be. But speaking from jeez, I'm starting to hate this show. Speaking from a personal place, because you mentioned children, it took for me to sit at home and countless times talking about situations that happened or arguments that happened and this, that, and the third for my daughter. Like, I don't think that it's fair for any woman or man to expose their children to lackadaisical, low vibrational shit that you go through with relationships, whatever the case is, because they're watching. They're sponges. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I can say this: my daughter had my first grandson at 13. Okay, she ain't the first, she ain't the last. Y'all go ooh ah. It's fine.
It's reality.
She ain't the first and she ain't the last, because people was having kids earlier than that. I'm not saying it makes it okay. I'm just saying that this is my reality. That to her is the worst thing that she could have ever done, because to her, she felt like I embarrassed my mom because family wasn't fucking with me, friends, whatever, and it's all good because my grandson is a blessing, right? But with that being said, I just posted something today. Tracy Morgan put up a post and he said, I apologize to my kids because, celebrities especially, and some people, we go about life and we do things and we say things and we act out in front of our kids and act like our kids are not affected by it.
But they are.
They are. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I was a whore. I'm not saying I was out there just doing whatever. No. But what I'm saying is that my daughter was exposed to relationships that I was in, people that I dealt with, whatever. And I posted it today and I said, and I apologize, even though I apologize all the time to her. And she knows this. My Ori knows this. I always say, I am sorry for dealing with people and for staying in situations that I know that you were watching.
Right.
Girl.
And I know that
it's okay.
I know that it wasn't the greatest example, right? So it took for my daughter to say, Mommy, why are you doing this? Why do you keep accepting this as love? This is not love. Like, I know you. I know who you are, right? So when she said that, it caught me at a standstill. And she's like, you have a lot of situations going on and things are happening. But at the same time, like, you're my mommy. And I know you're a good person. I know that you will lay everything down for anybody. The same way my daughter will give her shirt to anybody. Like, she's so sincere and so empathetic and so vulnerable and so beautiful. Like, my daughter has held things down when I couldn't work. And when she had, the babies, and I'm being grandma, and she's working, taking care of me. Like, we don't give a shit on this show. We say what it is.
Right.
I'm not embarrassed. And I tell her godfather holds me down. And I just said to him, I said, this is embarrassing. He said, for what? This is what family is for. But sometimes family don't show you that. So it took for my daughter to sit there and say, Mom, you have to start realizing that you are a prize. You have to start realizing that you are a gem. You have to start realizing that there's beauty within you, and you keep accepting the bare minimum. Why are you doing this? And that shut me down to a point that I walked away from a situation that I didn't think I was going to ever walk away from. And I did it, and I'm so proud of myself.
Right,
but now I'm dealing with how do I move forward and now get back to me to be able to be the good person and the good energy that I am for somebody else.
Right.
Sorry.
Now,
Kiss, keep saying every day what you want. That's what you do.
So I need to see this real quick. Right? Raise your hand if you had perfect parents.
So, please.
But my mama did the best she could. My mama did the best she could, and I love her to death, and I wouldn't have nobody else. But she had me at 15.
Raise your hand if you had perfect parents.
There's no such thing.
Okay.
Don't nobody have perfect parents.
There's no such thing.
There's no such thing as perfect anything.
Right?
Nothing.
And my whole thing about what you just said and everything, your daughter understood that you did the best you could, right? And my thing is, right, we all have, and see, this is the thing, right, when it comes to this world we live in, especially.
But real quick, you know what's so important that she didn't repeat my mistakes, and I love that about her.
But listen,
I love that about her.
The thing is, we all got flaws.
Yes, we do.
Like all of us are flawed.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. I'm flawed. You're not perfect. You're flawed. You're flawed. You're flawed. Right. So once we realize that, this is why I can't stand a judgmental person. Right. I'm saying this now on the air. I can't stand a judgmental person because we all have been through whatever it is, some type of trauma, some type of this, whatever like that. And if you can see a replay of my life like they do on NFL or
the Truman Show
or whatever,
the Truman Show,
you'll be like, damn, I didn't know Norm dealt with that. Or, damn, I didn't know Norm dealt with that. Whatever. But the thing is what are you going to do to come out of that situation?
To fix it, yeah.
What are you going to do to change your situation for the better? What are you going to do? Right? So you ever get a person, and I'm not knocking nobody, but do you ever get a person that may hit you up all the time just when they got a problem, right?
Oh my God.
Just when they got
that was my trio that I had to cut.
Just when they got a problem.
Exactly.
Right? And there's only but so many ways or things you can tell somebody to try to help them with their problem, right?
Right.
And so they call in with the same thing over and
Don't
over
ever grow.
again. And you telling them
stagnant.
This is what you should do, X, Y, and Z. But
Don't
they
listen.
choose to do what they want to do anyway. And at some point, again, what the topic is about.
Don't open the door.
What is the topic about?
Don't open the door to hurt and pain.
Deny
access.
At some point, you got to deny them access. Why?
They got to figure it out for themselves.
And they are stealing your energy away from you.
Right.
But also, it's not even.
They are draining. Listen, they are draining your energy, and they're taking you away from being you. Because now you're consumed with their situation that you tried to help them with before, but they keep repeating the same thing.
Right. But you also have to take responsibility and accountability for the fact that you stayed in these situations long enough, right? So where you made people comfortable to say, well, she gonna keep dealing with it. He gonna keep dealing with it. So I can't sit here and feel sorry for myself. Like I might cry and I might express because these are things that I'm purging, right? And over time, we need that time to be able to like really like evaluate shit and say like, this is not what we want, right? So, but you also have to take accountability for the fact that you allowed these things to happen for so long. You got this person comfortable enough to say, well, as many times as I mess up and I do this and I leave her stranded for 2-3 months without seeing her, and then I call her and say, hey, baby, and you answer the text and you answer the phone and you let me in and you allow the intimacy and you allow these things to keep going on, it's your fault now.
Okay,
now
but wait a minute, Cass.
Now it's not happening. Now it's not the person's fault. Now it's happening. You're happening to you. I went to a podcast recently and Homeboy said it. He said, how many times you gonna keep on saying, well, I want to know why, and I want to know why I ain't get closer, and I want to know why he did it, and why she. No, ask yourself why. Because you allowed it. We're only gonna keep on getting what we allow, and as long as we keep allowing people to affect us in this way, and people to mistreat us and disrespect us, we're gonna keep on getting the same results.
You're absolutely
You can't blame nobody else.
You can't. But let me add to that. Kiss.
I hear you.
Do it with the love and say, hey, why am I allowing that? Ask yourself the question.
No, we do.
And
at
be
the very
honest,
beginning.
though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm lonely.
Because you
so
think
what do
it's
I
love.
Say? But okay, no, it's not always just thinking love. It could be love, but it's really, we have something in our head that we desire. And so if somebody comes along and looks like they could fit into whatever that dialogue is in our head of what we desire, we we latch on. Let's keep it real. There ain't plenty of fish in the sea. I don't know who the hell said that.
And I agree with that.
Goddamn lie. There it's not. And there's certain ages, certain ethnicities. Everything plays a part. So when we say, "Oh, girl, there's plenty of fish out in the sea. You don't need him. Go
I don't
get
believe
some."
that.
No,
shit.
that don't work quite like that. However,
Mm.
energy is powerful.
Energy is everything, though. Energy is everything.
Powerful.
Energy is everything.
You gotta speak. That's the only reason why I'm on this show right now.
Right. But mind
Yeah,
you,
that's what I'm
Norm has a video that he's going to play later, right? The one that I sent you, that's going to explain everything that we just finished saying. But that's my point. Energy is everything. And sometimes we mistaken energy for manipulation.
You do, but you won't if you state what you want.
It don't matter, but
if
sometimes
you're with
people
somebody that's hurting you,
people will
then
mask that.
State what you want. No, they won't.
Yes,
No,
they
they won't.
will.
Them
Yes, they
actions,
will.
them
Yeah,
actions,
they
actions.
do.
Yes, they do, Vaughn. They will. Because you
they
can
do.
state that, and they'll still take what you know how many times I
They'll
sat in front of a
verbally
person.
tell you, but they won't physically show you.
Yes, they will. At some point, you can sit here and say, I don't like this, that, and the third. I don't like to be treated this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. And people will soak it and say, oh, that's so sad. Oh, da, 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 da. And turn around and do the same exact thing that you just finished saying broke me and break you again.
That's the actions. That's what I'm
saying.
talking about. So
But
watch
we also,
their actions, not their words.
But the thing is that actions mean more than words nowadays.
It does.
I can say, Vaughn, I love you, and then turn around and be like, no, why you keep inviting this hoe to the show?
Right.
Feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. So
But what I'm saying is that the realness of this platform is that we love you. Because you fit in, and you know we have like-minded souls.
You know
and
me.
energy.
If I wasn't feeling somebody,
he's not going to invite you back at all. I don't give
You strike me as somebody that tell the truth.
He won't.
Or at least
Child,
won't tell a
please.
lie. Like,
Let
you
me tell you
tell
something.
somebody I like if you don't.
Let me tell you something. There's been plenty of people that have been on this show, and don't be emailing me talking about, oh, was it me? Girl, bye. Boy, bye. What I'm saying is that we keep it 100 here.
Right.
So if you keep coming back, it's for a reason. Like we always say, BKS, once you hear you family, you can choose what to do with that.
Right.
You've been here multiple times. We're very like-minded. Even when we don't agree, we still respect one another to say, well, I agree to disagree, but it's always love. I'm never gonna say, well, Ms. Vaughn said blah blah blah. And that bitch. Like, we're not doing that.
Because it's like-minded.
Exactly.
It's just like what you said.
We've all gone through the same situations. You feel what I'm saying?
Compassionate is like-minded.
Yes, now, real quick, let's read some comments. A lot of great comments. Shout out to Craig Davis on the check-in. Shout out to Itole Du Soleil.
Hi, baby.
Yes. Let's read. Let me go back to some comments.
Oh, wow.
Tracy Curry. Let's read her comment.
Okay. Tracy Curry says, some men don't open up because when they were growing up, they were told not to cry. Hold it in, and that's sickening. Don't be a wimp. Yeah. So now as men, they feel like if I show emotions, they will be seen as soft. That is absolutely correct.
Facts.
Tasha Folks said, you teach people how to treat you.
People how to treat you.
Right.
So, in other words, going back to what I said before, if you keep allowing a person to come in, right? Even after they treat you like ish, they treat you like shit, and you still allow them to come in. You are teaching them that it's okay to disrespect you.
Right.
You're teaching them that it's okay to, talk to you any type of way.
Right.
You are teaching them that it's okay to hurt you.
And also, when you've gone through trauma and disrespect and hurt, when somebody is trying to teach you, and I've gone through this, when somebody is teaching you their love languages, somebody who you really care about, who you truly care about, if they're teaching you your love languages, you should not think that it's okay to now say, well, I'm a add my traumas to this, or whatever the case may be. If somebody is opening up to you to be vulnerable enough to say, well, I don't feel comfortable with this, or I don't like this, or I don't like whatever, they're teaching you what they like and what they don't like. It's called love languages. I'm guilty of this. Sometimes when we are triggered by our traumas and our past, we don't listen to comprehend. We listen to respond. And listening to respond sometimes comes off as disrespect. And you have to understand that sometimes if a person that loves you and thinks that you love them back, they don't want to hear you responding because you responding in an angry way or because what you've been through. Because I'm not that person.
Right.
And it might be hard to decipher that at that moment because you might feel like triggered a little bit, but you got to watch that. Because you might lose somebody that you really do like have admiration for and respect for, but it's all about learning people. And when people give you the opportunity and the chance over and over again to try to get it right, that's true love, I believe. So just watch that, man. Like, people, y'all just be bugging.
Yeah, listen.
I be bugging sometimes too, because I get affected. But you know,
I'm loving all the comments, all the responses we gotten from everybody on the Storm Warning Show. I know we here every Thursday night. We do what we do. We talk about everything from what's going on in the world, current events, to just real people situations. You know, human situations that we all go through. And one of the things about this show and a lot of the other shows on BKS, shout out to Making Me Matter with Tiffany Barker, the Owl Show, the Beards and Ballheads, Dollhouse Show, just all the shows we got. New show here called We Sparkle with Dr. Stephanie Kim or whatever. And if I'm forgetting a show, just charge it to my head.
Not my heart.
Not my heart. But we have a lot of shows here. And the thing about it is a lot of people, a lot of the hosts on the show is very transparent, including myself or whatever. And I heard this all the time. Doing a show at BKS becomes my personal therapy.
That's it.
Right?
Nice.
I hear this all the time. Doing a show or listening to a show at BKS becomes my personal therapy. Yeah. No matter what we talk, we could be talking about entertainment. I say entertainment. Nicki Minaj. We could be listen. Nicki Minaj. What we could be talking about anything, right? But it's something that you can always relate to something.
Yes.
That you deal with in your everyday life.
Yes.
So what I want to start doing is, you see where they're sitting right there, what we call the secret room.
Yes.
I want to start inviting more people just to be a part of our audience, whatever, and we give you a mic as well, and so you can speak your piece of what you're going to. So, like, we're going to limit it because we know of the space, but we want to start creating a studio audience, whatever.
Oh, dang, because my sister, she's still here, and my brother-in-law, they wanted to come again.
Yeah, we're actually going to put a monitor and speakers in the other room and everything, and a mic in the other room, and a camera in the other room, and everything like that.
DJ Storm,
if you want to actually come in and be on the show, just a part of the family, the studio audience, let us know, inbox us, and just let us know. But because what I'm getting a lot now is like a lot of what y'all talking about is really helping me. You know, the other shows get that too. Like
absolutely.
Making Me Matter and whatever. It's like a lot of things we talk about. It helps people.
No,
it helps ourselves.
I told my daughter, even like when my daughter's trying to find new work or whatever, I'm like, you can get whatever work you want, but let these people know that Thursdays are non-negotiable. That's my therapy. I gotta go see Norm, and Norm knows if I don't come in, I might be sick, and I don't want to get nobody. You know, it happens. But this is where we really come to reflect and like really like let go of the week, the month, the year, whatever, and it's always transparent, it's always vulnerable, and it's always like authentic, and I love that. I love that.
No doubt.
Yeah,
no
absolutely.
doubt. So,
maybe some comments.
You can read some comments. And
Denise said, "Kudos to BKS1 Radio TV."
I'm just gonna give you the mouse because you're like.
Wait, what? wait! It's moving by itself. Oh Lord. Okay.
Yeah, we special here.
We special.
You got it?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Etwale said, I love my BKS1 family. I hope to meet y'all in the flesh soon. So do we, mama. Self-love is very important. Tiffany Baker said, so true. Victor said, right. I had to tell Barker. I'm sorry, I said Baker. I'm sorry, mama. Barker. Victor Johnson said, right. I had to tell someone, let go of your past because I'm not the person who hurt you and I'm showing it. Denise said, kiss. I love you, Denise. Tasha Folk said, that's those drinks talking. It might be a little bit, but it's, it's more us. Let me see. Tasha Folk said, I'm coming down to be a part of the audience. We cannot wait.
And you're more than welcome.
He Absolutely. Said, Terry Talia said, about damn time. Maybe I'll get an invite soon.
You always got an invite.
You always invited, Terry. Where we at? Did I miss anybody?
Shout out to Tasha Folk who got my name.
Oh, Victor Johnson said, leeches, right, sucking the life out of you. Tiffany Barker said, and she got in her feelings when I stopped answering because I was busy. I cut the relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know where the thing is, but okay. You might have to run it from there because I lost the.
What?
It's there.
That was the last one? This one right here.
Oh, wait.
No.
There you go.
You missed one.
Tasha said, hey, Tosh.
Tosh said, hey, Tosh. It was something up there, but I
now, listen, a lot of times we get inboxes or messages that like, I missed the show last night, blah, blah, blah. You can watch it again.
You can watch it again.
That's why I tell y'all, share it out right now. Even right now.
Right.
It's on my page.
It'll be on YouTube. You can go back and rewatch it.
There's some people that miss certain things we said or whatever. And what I'm learning is that you could say something that you didn't know was important to somebody else.
Right.
I've heard that a lot of times, like Norm, which I talked about, it really changed my perspective on things and blah, blah, blah. And I heard that many times. Share the show out.
Yeah.
The Storm Warning Show. We actually had a lot to talk to y'all about tonight. There's a lot. We didn't get through.
The one that I sent you earlier.
Get through half the stuff we
a
wanted.
A lot of it. What you want to talk about?
The one that I sent you about the friendships, this one.
Oh, can friends be lovers?
Yes.
You want to tap on that?
Yes, I do. Because I like.
So set it up.
Okay, so y'all know that Joe Budden has a podcast, and sometimes he invites people. So he had this one young lady on today. They were talking about something prior to you'll hear like a little tidbit of like the last of the conversation, but they were talking about if you believe that friends can be lovers, but still withhold the friendship even after that, even if it doesn't transcend into like a real relationship and things like that. And this is what they were talking about.
All right.
And I thought it was interesting.
So we gonna play the clip?
Yes.
Yeah,
Terry is a mess.
Oh, Terry's a mess. Yeah.
I can't.
Till All right, so we're gonna play the clip.
Yes.
All right. So here's a clip on Can Friends Be Lovers?
Yes.
All right. Listen to the clip.
Wonder if you're a little sociopath, and I'll start evaluating in my book.
I wanted to ask y'all. I was having a conversation with someone. Do you think it's possible for friends to ever be lovers and just be that, and can like disconnect and?
What do you mean, like friends fuck friends? Friends you can fuck?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then still be able to continue a friendship after that without needing to even explore that anymore.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I believe that. I've done that.
I've done it quite a bit. Yeah.
I have done it. I do. I think it requires very, very mature parties, and you have to I also evaluate each person's mind frame, because I think for men and women it comes up differently. Say we were friends and we fucked, and later you get married, and sometimes I think for women, because for women I think we've been given this idea that there's slim pickings. There's not that many good men out there, and if I fucked you, not me, but I'm saying a lot of women be like, well, what is it? We're such good friends and we love and respect each other. What is it that this other person is bringing to the table? And so it immediately becomes this. Maybe not that we had this deep fling that we should be together, but you love me and I love you. So why did you choose this other person? Right. And I don't think every woman feels that way, but I think we've all been given that idea that there's not enough good men around. And so when you see one, even if it's your friend,
snatch them up,
get snatched up, or choose somebody else, you immediately start to, if you're not self-aware enough, be
question yourself and
why not me?
Get it.
Wonder if you're a little sociopath.
Let's talk about it. Here's my whole take on that, right? Because she said, mature, whatever. Unless you are a brick wall with feet.
Brick wall with feet.
No, brick wall with feet.
Okay.
Two humans trying to carry on being friends and lovers without catching feelings. Is BS. Right. Somebody's gonna catch feelings.
Absolutely.
Now that's interesting. You said somebody. You didn't say women.
You know what? You know why? Because I don't.
Are you saying men? Men catch feelings?
It could be either or.
Because I don't want to generalize and say the woman's going to catch. No, somebody's going to catch feelings, whether it be the man or the woman.
But do you feel like that's what it gears more towards? That the woman's going to catch feelings first, and that's why we
no.
Have to
be honest.
It doesn't really matter.
I'm just
be
asking.
honest. No, be honest.
No,
women catch feelings more.
Listen. Today's woman is a different breed, right?
Not all of
us. Listen. A lot of today's women is a different breed. So some may catch feelings, right, first. And with some of the guys, some of the guys going to catch feelings or whatever like that. Like, I know me, and this is right before even I got married or whatever the case may be. I know I got to a point into my life to where I would only lay down with somebody I had feelings for. I had to have feelings for.
Stop playing.
Come on,
what?
Yeah, I would only lay
Let's
down
talk
with
about
somebody
it.
I had.
Now we got to take your word for it, though.
Trust me on this. There have been women that said, "Norm, here it is."
I know.
Here it is.
I imagine.
Ain't it pretty?
And I said, "Nope."
Really?
Because I felt,
Why did you say
because
no?
I felt nothing.
Why?
Because
you felt nothing.
Because I felt nothing.
They didn't.
I'm in
they
the
just
industry.
wasn't.
You got to understand. I've been in the industry for a long time. No, and it's not even just that, Kiss. When I'm around beautiful women all the time, right? Mm-hmm. So because a beautiful woman goes, "Here it is," right?
Mm. That doesn't move you.
Yeah.
Then why does it move Jay-Z and Snoop and all these other people, all the ball players?
Don't get it twisted. It don't move them either. I've seen it.
Really?
I've been around it.
Yeah.
Listen. I stayed. Listen. You got to understand.
Okay.
I'm cooped up, and I don't want to put too much of it out there because I know his family does listen to this show, whatever. But when Bobby Brown was at his height, and when Nippy was at her height, I was in the studio with them, right? So I stayed on her estate for a long time. They let me stay on their estate just to work in the studio and do stuff, whatever. I stayed on their estate. I seen a lot of things, right? So there was a time where me and Bob was in a hotel for like a week because he was working on the project, and the studio was right down the street. One of the studios was right down the street, right? So I got to experience a lot of different things, right?
Okay. Right.
So I seen women just like,
and he turned them down,
and because him, and just because they seen me with him, right? They seen me with him, whatever like that, and it's just like you get to a point to where you're like, the only reason why they throwing it like that because they think somehow I can help them, and even Bob, I saw Bob, right? Some beautiful, gorgeous. Pow women, right? Where Bob was like, "I'm good."
Really?
You know what I'm saying? So I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen
Whitney, though, like,
no,
I would like to think that way.
No, because when you a guy, it just seemed like, I mean, you got males that give this big argument. Men cannot be monogamous. It's not in your DNA or bones.
So let's get it back.
Though. That's the thing.
But let's get it back. Let's get it back to the video. Can men,
That's why I say all women can be hoes.
Can we just be friends even though we got this going on, whatever like that?
Right.
It's like you got to give some men some credit. Don't think that it's just all we want to do is that. Right. Because my thing is, we get stimulated mentally too. We do.
I don't know. I think you're a special breed.
No.
I feel real bad right now, but I feel like this.
We need more than that too.
You're like 2%.
I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Population?
Right? I'm gonna tell you right now. Right. So if I'm put it this way, if I'm trying to have a deep conversation with you, right? And you're like, well, roses are red, violets are blue.
There's nothing more boring than being with a woman that you can't talk to.
I'm gonna be like
2%. You all is 2.5% of the population. I don't believe it. I feel really bad to say that, but you're 2.5% of the population.
No. That's
not
true.
If you're
See,
oh my God, I'm hearing it all the time from people that I don't know, people I know. Men will go to a gosh darn other country to get a person who can't even speak English just so she can wait on him and cook for him and shut the up.
I'm joking.
So how you telling me I want a woman with deep conversation? I don't believe it.
Caller from the 720. State your name, where you calling from. You on the Storm Morning Show.
Hey, what's going on? This is Antonio. How y'all doing?
What's up?
San Antonio!
What's
That's
good, bro?
my brother-in-law up in the house. He was on the last week's show.
I missed him.
What's up? I just got to say something because I see Miss Bond and said you only get 2%, and it's not a big deal about stimulating people of the opposite sex. I don't know about everybody, but I have to say I've been in situations where a woman just opened up, and I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Because it don't seem right. And it's definitely more than just. And I got some little ones next to me, so I'm trying to be careful with my words. But it's definitely more than just cohabitation involved a lot of times with, I'll say, with men that have something about themselves. It's going to be more than just cohabitation. You need something more from that woman than just, hey, open up. Let's do this.
Exactly.
It's gotta be.
And bro, I agree. I agree with you 100%. And that's the whole myth and misconception about men or whatever like that. We need more than sexual stimulation too.
But see, okay, it's maybe it's the way you're wording it. It's not men. Even my brother-in-law, he's 1.2%. You're part of the 2.5%.
You got to stop doing that. But
that's where I gotta be stubborn.
Listen, that's the men you're running into.
No, I'm not even running into them, because the men I run into are going to be on my level, because I'm only going to attract like-mindedness. Because I've grown that way where that's all I want. Like I told you, I created a 3 strikes rule. I can tell on the first date, this is not going to work from something minor. And the reason why I know that is because I went into relationships off of the first date. I saw this, but that's just the first date, blah, blah. And that turned out to be a bigger problem. So that's why I'm as strict as I am now. But my point is, it's not just me. You can't say just me. Kevin Samuels, I think I should say bless his soul. But at the end of the day, I mean, he created groups and mobs of people who, men, oh, you need to look like this, and you need to be this, and oh, you got to make babies, and blah, blah. I mean, come on. Don't act like I'm just me and just making this shit up.
No. No. But see, here's my thing. And it all goes back to, and shout out to brother-in-law that's on the line right now.
Yeah.
It all goes back to making better choices.
Yes.
All right, so you say all this, and Kevin Samuels created this. No, so make better choices.
No, it's not making better choices.
If you're basing your
That's
choices,
like 90% of the men.
If you're basing your choice off, because, oh my God, he's built like The Rock, and oh my God, he's so,
I'm not that
he's so
person.
fine. No, but listen, oh my God, he's so this, he's so that, whatever like that. Instead of getting to know the substance, because even me, like I said, I've been around the entertainment industry, so somebody said to me like 2 weeks ago, Norm, you love Lizzo? I said, yeah, I love Lizzo. Like, I love her to death, right? I love her music, blah, blah, blah. I love the fact that she does this, whatever like that. I got into a point in my life where it's not all about the physical attributes.
Right.
Where it's not about the physical attributes. It's not about this, whatever like that. And I see so many women making the wrong choices based on superficial reasons. No, I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now
I'm asking,
in 2024.
You just said just women.
No, listen. And for the fellas that are seeing these BBLs and what is it? BB what?
BBLs,
right? BBLs, right?
Yeah.
These BBLs and whatever like that, and all these Instagram thirst traps or whatever like that. That's on you if you fall for that nonsense.
Right. But
that's on you, because the real world don't look like that.
Right.
The real world don't look like that. And this is 100. I'm at a point in my life is, are you going to treat me good?
Right.
Are you going to make me feel special? Are you going to make me feel like I'm worth something? That's the point I'm at in my life. A BBL can't do that for me.
Right, but we're also at a point where
let the caller talk.
Absolutely. We're also at a point where we've had so much of women having the floor to say what we want and what we don't deserve and what we gonna take and what we not gonna take. Sometimes it gets a little, as a woman, it gets tiring to hear, right? Because you have a lot of women that are sitting here and saying, this is what I deserve and this is what I expect and this is what I, what I envision for myself. But half of y'all ain't even ready to reciprocate that, right? So now we have these men coming into this soft era of saying, well, I think I'm a man of value. Whether it be, whether it be connected to your income or just what you feel you deserve, or whatever the case may be, and it's almost like people are shunning them, like people are actually like frowning upon these men talking about what they think they deserve. The same way we were allowed to do the same thing, why aren't they allowed?
Right.
So I feel like we need to respect it. Although a lot of men, and there are some women, like we said earlier, who pull the wool. You know, they play what is it? A sheep in wolf's clothing, right?
I get you.
So we can't always. We've come into a time where we are experiencing more of these representatives showing up, and then the real CEO popping up. But at the end of the day, like, people can't pretend for that long. So you either accept it for what it is, or really get to know somebody and really, again, the word of the night is discernment. Learn discernment and learn how to really like pick people apart just to know like what you're really dealing with.
Listen.
Because we can all be tricked.
Just made a way for people to for open up the door for women to actually be held accountable.
Yes.
However, to the extreme he went, that's fine, that's whatever. But it opened up the door to start to hold women equally accountable for their actions, their decisions, and everything else. Just like men have been held accountable for a long time.
Yes.
And the value of men is that protector and provider. Whether you're providing a little bit or a lot, you're providing in a way that most women could appreciate. I'm going to say that.
Right.
So women can appreciate, and that is that value. And in my opinion, women's value is that nurturing and that beauty, that warm peace, that loving, that creation of a home, that whole situation. And then if there's more that she wants to add, that's just more that she wants to add.
Right.
But that's that feminine value that she has. And that's the foundation of it. And men's foundation is that protector, provider, and everything else on top of that is a bonus.
Right. But
and that's just how I feel about it.
And can I say this? I feel like for a very long time, men. I don't want to. What's your name again? No, I don't want to call
Antonio.
him Antonio. So, I respect 1,000% what you just said, right? But I also want to add that we've been at a point for so long that men have been, like you said, held accountable. Like, we've been trying to hold men accountable for all types of shit, right? Their actions, their words, how they don't match up, all these things, right? But I have always been a woman who always felt like, okay, yeah, men play a lot of games, but so do women. Men lie. Men lie a lot, but so do women. And honestly speaking, women, to me, in my perspective, lie way more than men do.
Come on.
Right?
Jeez.
And I only say that because
Really?
Yes, really. Women lie more because we're better at it, right? Listen, hear me out.
When my wife lied, just be like, word.
I'm just saying, you just said that and Greg just he just laughed. What I'm saying is that sometimes we don't pay attention to these traits enough to say like, okay, yeah, like people are always holding men accountable for so many things, like being a good father, being a good husband, being a good boyfriend, and lying and cheating, because to most people, they feel like that starts with men, right? A lot of women lie and cheat and sleep with and do a lot of ignorant shit more than men do. And don't come at me, women. Please do not come at me.
Okay.
They know how to keep it. They know how to keep it a little bit less messy. I'm speaking from a female's perspective, but I'm not speaking from my own perspective. I'm just saying that whether I chose to do it or not, or I chose to be a part of that lifestyle or not, doesn't mean that I don't recognize it. Right. So at the end of the day, we can sit here and say, I'm just saying, we can sit here and say like, oh, men. Men, manly men. Right? All day. But we have to have these conversations, because if these conversations aren't had, if we don't have these healthy conversations about the fact that, yes, men have been doing it for a long time, but women have been doing it for way longer, right? You said, girl, bye.
Oh, wait. Boom has not talked. Can I just hear one?
Listen.
Let me finish my thought. Okay. Let me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought. What I'm saying is that women have been doing this for the same amount of time, if not longer. Please stop. Because I've seen plenty of situations. I may not have been in those situations, but what I'm saying is that there have been situations where I've seen like, yo, she been getting away with this for like 25 years and had kids with this man. Hold on. Kids
been
up.
Taking that child support.
Hello, Antonio. Thank you, my love. Have been having kids with people, and these men find out 10, 15 years after a relationship and having these kids that this child's not yours after 25 years. Some of you women are sadistic ass liars, and you're manipulative, and it's sickening to this point, right? And it's not to say that we leaving y'all men out. Because a bad person is a bad person, but we have to start holding people accountable for their disgusting ass acts.
And that's where
it don't
I'm at
matter. And that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, like, when are we going to get to a point where we start learning our partners and say, okay, do I know this person? Do I know him? Do I know her? To not be able to say, okay, now I have a prize here. Because everybody has made mistakes. Everybody has flaws. People F up all the time and people make mistakes. But some things are done, what's the word? Some things are done, what's the word? I'm having a brain fart. Intentionally to hurt the next person, and they think because I can get away with it, that as long as I can get away with it, oh, he won't know, she won't know, so what's the hurt in there? We got to stop that, because then you wonder why people are triggered and people don't know how to move on to the next relationship and say, oh, I can do this in a healthy way because look at how you hurt me.
Right.
I'm a woman first. I'm a woman first.
Accountable.
Yeah.
Is that we can build off a strong foundation and actually, grow from there. That's the benefit of being able to hold men and women accountable.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Listen,
you were
Antonio,
saying, no,
we want to thank you for calling in.
Just saying.
On the Stone Warner Show and sharing some of that knowledge, bruh.
It's true though. It's true
all day.
Yes,
no doubt.
Absolutely. Thank you, Antonio. I appreciate you.
No doubt. Appreciate you.
I love you, brother-in-law.
But wait, I want to hear why you were saying no.
Let me hear from Boo Boo.
Because you
Come
said
on, Boo Boo.
no. You said no. Like
I
women ain't
just
slick.
wanna
Back in the days, women was so like, oh no, they was so into their men. I mean, some women did what they did, but a lot of men did a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when the women was like, oh no, I can't do this, I can't do that. They were so into their men. So you can't say now women are deceiving. Now women do whatever they want. They like men. They piggyback
back
in the days it wasn't like that.
But I agree with you. But what I'm saying,
back in the days.
What I'm saying is that I personally was always taught. I remember my mom always saying, she would tell me things about like me and her and my dad and how things were beautiful at one point and then they went in disarray. Right? And I remember as far as me being 1 year old, right? I have pictures of me in this like little orange pajama set.
You remember you being 1 year
I remember
old?
I remember me being.
Go like what?
I remember me being 1 year. I remember me being 1 year old and remembering yelling and screaming, and I'm under the table, and my mom was like, "Get away from me! Don't talk to me! Whatever." And I remember her hitting the side of the window pane, and my dad told me years after. Your mom was so mad at me one day because I cheated. I did this and the third, whatever. And I'm saying, Rosa, let me in. Let me in. And she smacked the wall so hard that the window pane fell out and the glass fell on me. And I said,
shout out to you for remembering.
Hold on. And I said, Papi, I remember that. Because me and my sister have pictures of that the next day of me in the same pajama set, whatever. And my mom has never been, my mother, God bless her soul, I love you, Mommy, from the heavens. My mother was never the type of person that no matter what she went through with my dad, she never spoke to us about him in a negative way. She never spoke to us about him and say, your dad this, your dad that.
Good woman.
And my whole thing
Shout
was...
out to all mothers, do that.
So my whole thing was I experienced the same things with going through verbal, physical, mental abuse at an all-time high. And me thinking, why am I going through this? I'm a good woman. I'm loyal. I'm genuine. I'm this. I'm not deceitful. Like
your dad for your mom?
No. I'm saying me going through things at 7 months pregnant, being pistol whipped and being hit because I was following a career that didn't coincide with my partner's mental state. So he thought, well, that ain't who I am. Now you're gonna be attracted to all these other whatever. But I'm like, I'm still with you.
But Kiss,
right?
was your dad there?
No.
Did he love you?
My dad was living in Puerto Rico at the time, so like he had another family, blase who's it. But my mom always kept us together. My mother, despite whatever she went through, never made my father feel bad or look bad to us because she knew that we loved our father. So above and beyond whatever the hell she felt and whatever they went through as far as the divorce, her thing was, I'm still their mother, you're still their father.
Facts.
So as long as you show up as their father, I will never, ever say anything to make them feel otherwise of you because you are their father.
But he didn't show up enough for you?
No. He showed up plenty. And honestly speaking, maybe not enough for me, realistically, but it was enough for me to say that I knew that my father loved me. And my father would always come back and say, I love your mom. I want to get back. I want to get back. And he always tried. I'm like, I ain't dealing with that, man.
Do you see any patterns in your relationships versus that with your father?
No. I feel like I grew up and I got into relationships with a lot of men, right? I don't want to say a lot of men. That sounds crazy. I'm just saying I went through more relationships. What I'm saying is this. Y'all can laugh. What I'm saying is I have experienced more relationships and long-term relationships than situationships, and I've never had like flings and shit like that, right? And I can say that wholeheartedly and honestly. But throughout my relationships, I've experienced really great men, young and still learning, but like to the heart, great men. I've experienced men that were also manipulative and like not that great, but because I love them, I saw past that and whatever the case may be. But I never, ever, ever sat here and said, well, I'm going to pattern every relationship that I have like my mother and my father, because I was too young to understand what that was.
No, you wouldn't purposely do that.
Right.
It would be internal.
No.
And I really believe what I'm saying, psychological.
Maybe. But what I'm saying is that
going with that.
I'm saying genuinely and wholeheartedly that there wasn't enough for me psychologically, or like whatever the case was, that I was really sitting here like, well, I don't even remember bits and pieces of stuff. My mom told me about stuff, but my mom, and no lie, my mother, throughout whatever her and my father went through, always spoke of my father with a high reverence, with respect, regardless of the fact that he cheated and did what he did. He never, ever came to me and my sister, from what I remember. My sister could say different. I don't know, because my sister's older. She's 5 years older. But what I'm saying is that as a child, I never, ever, 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 and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, ever heard my mother ever try to throw my father under the bus.
Okay, but can I say this, Kiss? If you don't mind, this is going to be personal, but this might help somebody else. What you said, if you rewind, you said that your father was there enough, but part of you did feel like he wasn't enough, but he was there and you felt love. I swear to God, that sounds exactly like your present day relationships that you're putting out on the radio right now.
No, but
when you say they're there for you, but not enough.
Yes.
They love you, but it's not enough. That seems like that's a pattern. Let me say,
but understand something. As much as I respect what you just said, like I said before, my mother was not responsible for that.
Oh, well, no, she's definitely not.
Right.
No,
I'm saying,
I bow down to your mom because I don't believe. I wish all moms could understand. When you're bad mouthing the dad, you're bad mouthing a half a part of your child. My
mom would laugh at stuff and be like, I ain't messing with your dad, in a joking way.
Right.
He would come to the house and they would speak and they would interact, but it was always healthy to a certain degree, right?
Because she was thinking about you. That is
exactly
that is so unconditional love.
What I'm saying is that despite what I saw and what I felt, I still use my own examples of what I thought that was. But this is what I was talking about, like in regards to my daughter. Sometimes we see things and we concoct it in our brains to think like, well, this is a version of that to some degree, right?
Yes. Even on the deep subconscious level.
Yeah.
Sometimes not always right up front.
Of it, exactly. So my whole thing was like, I knew that I loved my mother beyond life. I loved my father beyond life. Even though he wasn't always there, he somewhat seemed to pop up at the most important times in my life, right? But subconsciously, maybe there was a part of me that was like, well, maybe this is what I'm used to. So now that I'm getting these men that are coming into my life, and I'm not saying all of them, now that I'm getting some of these men that are in my life, and it's like, also, you're taking your distance and you're this and you're that and masking it as love. That's why I said I went through 9 years of thinking that some shit was love and it wasn't fucking love. But because I felt like if he buys me something, and I'm never impressed by gifts, and everybody that know me. Because I would always express that. I want more of your time. I want more quality time. I want more, conversation and this, that, and the third. And you think that loving me is showering me with gifts and money and this and that and the third. And it's like, I'm not impressed by that shit. Because my mother wasn't. And I saw how my mother suffered with going through like growing pains of gaining weight and thinking she wasn't attractive enough. And all these things that taught me like, okay, if I ever have bad skin or whatever, I know how to deal with it. But when it came to men, like you said, there was a subconscious thing that made me feel like as long as I kind of feel a presence to some degree, no matter what it is, then that's love. But me at 47, I know that that's bullshit.
Right.
Because a lot of men will pacify and a lot of women do the same thing. Women will make men feel like, oh, I love you and this, that, and the third. But it's only because I love you because what is he doing for you? He's paying the bill. He bought you a car. He's paying for your kids and this and the third. A lot of women now are more like the pimps than men were, and it's disgusting. We're supposed to be the nurturers. We're supposed to be the one that's supposed to create. We're supposed to be the one that's supposed to be there and create a nurturing space for these men to be able to say that I feel safe with being vulnerable and being able to open up like we want them to, but we take advantage of that, and that's fucked up.
But if I could say, and this is really not for you, kids, but it's for any of the listeners. Since you said people say this is healing for them, right, or some type of therapy, or whatever, right? Ultimately, that's why it's so important for you to state what you want, because some people, some guys may not need what you just said, the maternal thing. Right. Some women may not be maternal. It really breaks down to there's billions of people out there in the world. Right. You understand? Listen to me. I'll put my business on blast. I swear to God, I'll swing from the chandeliers. I don't like that stripper shit. Once you get married to me, give your porn to your friends. We'll make our own porn.
You gotta give up the porn?
I'll swing from the chandeliers for you.
You gotta give up the porn?
No.
We gonna be up there like,
get rid of them tapes. I'm your porn. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You want to tape it? We'll take it.
Come back,
Norm. You better come back here. But I'm just saying that's me. And I'm not saying that I'm right or wrong. That's me. Right. So out of a billions of people, there's got to be a man out there that can match me. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. We hope for that.
No, I'm not no hope for that. I'm going to speak that. I'm going to speak it. There has to be a man that matches me. He doesn't need to live in the strip club. He doesn't need to watch porn.
Because there are great men out there.
It's not even about it being great, but that's what I want people to really understand.
That a lot of women
like
don't think
minded.
That. Yeah.
But okay, so listen, if you a girl, you done spent, I don't know, $1,000 between your hair, clothes, and nails, and you want some dude to drop $500 for lunch. Okay, maybe there's a man out there that's like, girl, $500, that ain't nothing. I'm about to drop $1,000.
Account tomorrow.
I cannot deal.
I ain't canceling my OnlyFans account.
But I'm just saying, I really think we would do ourselves justice if we stop judging, if we stop saying what is the good man or the good woman. You know, when we aspire, I've made it. I can afford a mansion and a nice car. What about the person who their dream was to have a farm? Right. And you know what I'm saying? And a truck.
But real quick.
And we gotta just do
like-mindedness.
But real quick, before you finish, that's my whole point. In a nutshell, is just to say that we have to start normalizing that if you're going to request certain expectations of a person, be ready to reciprocate that, because a lot of you women are expecting this, that, and the third from these men, and you don't even have half of what you're requesting to reciprocate. And the same thing for men. All I'm saying is just normalize that. Normalize healthy relationships. That's it.
Okay, and I hear what you're saying.
Some of us be bugging the hell out.
But I've heard, and you know him. I'm not going to put his name on blast.
Oh, shit.
But you know this person. And so does Norm. Ooh. Okay? And his words were, and I'm going to be exact with quotations.
Let's get it.
See? All them women out there, they want to have this degree and this bossed up money. They don't understand. Men don't care about that. That's why the stewardess get married and not the woman with the 6-figure income. How about that? He said the stewardess get, you know why? Because the stewardess shut up and she's sweet and kind and feminine, and I'll suck your when you want me to, and whatever. You want some food, daddy, and I'm feminine, and whatever. He told me first account, and to my knowledge, Norm and Kiss, I'm talking about a boom boom now because she know where I'm at right now, right? Norm and Kiss shout him out, but them is his exact words. That's why the stewardess get married and not the 6-figure income dude. How about that? So, and he represents a whole slew of men that sit at Spain Inn every day. He represents a whole slew of men that's backed by certain people on a dang online. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry for all you women working. I got a PhD and I got a master's and I'm over here working. I got a double 6-figure income and I'm a alpha.
Tasha said, "Yo, Tasha's going." Wait, Tasha said, "What's in your cup?" Tasha said, "What's in your cup?"
I'm trying to tell you, there's a whole bunch of men out there that's like, I don't need all that. I just need you to cook, and I just need you to suck my.
Wait, Greg.
Hold on.
Greg,
Listen.
please.
Listen.
My bad.
Greg is Kate. She pulled the card out.
My bad.
Hold up.
I'm telling the truth now.
What I'm saying is,
a lot of
Greg,
men. I'm just saying.
before we shut it down, I want to hear from Greg. Like, what did you take from all of that?
Okay.
What do you like honestly and genuinely feel for real?
That's a lot to unpack right there.
That was a lot to unpack. Oh my God.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no. Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. To the no. To the no. To the no.
We had a moment.
This is the way to end the show.
No, I got a way to end the show. You gotta let me. I gotta do a little. 30
Jesus
second
Christ.
skit. Norm, please let me do a 30-second skit.
Adios mio.
Adios mio.
Yo, Tasha Folkwise. Shout out to Tasha Folkwise.
She said, "Whoa."
Yo, I'm where you at, Miss Folkwise. I'm where you at. Trust me. This is funny. Go ahead.
I was asking Greg how he feels.
Oh Lord, yo, I'm
Let's hear how
tearing.
Greg
Y'all,
feels. Come on.
Go ahead.
tears really coming around my
For
eyes
real.
right now.
Me too.
A lot of times, everybody's not on your level at the same time you're on your level. And,
Right.
I like that.
and
I like that.
Jesus. You know, somebody could be right for you, and it's not the time for y'all to be together, and things like that. But go ahead, close out your show. Go ahead, do what you got to do.
No.
Do I get?
No, I'm good.
He's good.
That's all you want to say?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring it back to us.
Okay.
Real quick. Okay, shout out to everybody on the check and listen.
Shout out.
I'm gonna need you to talk about this right here.
I want to make kids laugh.
Excuse me, Tasha.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to talk about this right here.
Come on, what?
What's on the screen, dear? Oh, jeez.
What's she doing?
That's your fault because we be looking. Let's talk about that right now.
All right.
Okay,
So,
all right.
no, I'm moving.
All
I'm
right.
moving away from
So
it.
no. March 29th, open mic. We got a comedian who is hosting the show. We got a comedian who is gonna do a short. We got DJ Norm in the building who's gonna be doing a little set. Y'all need to come out and have a good time. I'm trying to tell you trying to feel something right now. That's the 29th. I don't know if that's next.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell
But
y'all all about
I know
that
it's
in
coming
the
up.
morning. I'll post it up. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna be rocking out doing a sing-along set. You know me, I'm gonna get everybody energized up, everybody hyped up. So make sure y'all come on out. I'm gonna post it up, let y'all know what's going on. Shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. On the Stone One.
Shout out.
This is listen.
BKS1 Radio.
I love being on here Thursdays for y'all. Y'all know it's always going to be something. We'll be back next Thursday on the Stone One Show, BKS1 Radio.
Same time, same place.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
What you laughing about? What you laughing about, Cass? What's so funny?
Exactly.
Yeah, he put it in the
What's so funny, Cass? Why you had to get your inhaler? What's so funny?
Wait, hold up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Okay. All right. All right. So we'll see y'all next week. Hold on. Yo, I love our people.
I love my people.
Tasha Folkwise said, Tosh, what you doing? And then
Tasha,
said, yo, Kiss.
What was her
Kiss
name?
had to pull out
It was
the
an
asthma
H.
pump.
Tasha Holcombs. What was her name? Tasha what? I
can't breathe.
And she got the yellow one too to match her shirt.
I can't breathe, Tasha.
Listen,
What was her name? Tasha Holcombs. What was her name?
Tasha Folk Wise. And she said, real talk, someone asked earlier in the comments, was
Tasha
G
Folk
was
Wise.
asleep? If he was, Tosh just woke him up. Nah, he wasn't asleep.
Wait, Tasha Folcom.
Nah, G.
Folcom, that's your slave name. You
GB
gotta
in
change
deep thought.
I just take it
Tasha
all
Folcom.
in.
Where you get that Folcom from? That's a slave name.
Folk Wise. Tasha Folk Wise. You know what?
She making it
Listen.
Tasha Folk Wise.
Play the music,
You making
somebody.
it. You
There
making
you go. Listen, we'll be back next week on the Storm Warning Show. BKS1 Radio. We hope y'all enjoyed the show. Lord Jesus. If you would like to send any donations to BKS1 Radio,
Come on, you want to keep this alive and make people listen. You got to do it for the kids.
send it to BKS1 Radio.
If anybody want
I'm
to
sorry.
buy me
I'm
more
sorry.
asthma pumps,
$ BKS1 Radio.
if y'all want to cash
Cash
out for
App.
more asthma pumps, is Kiss Me 10.
$ BKS1 Radio. Lord Jesus.
Come on, donate, because DJ Norm be doing the thing for kids. Everybody, come on. Community support now. Have a conscience. Support good stuff. Like-minded people. You trying to set you free from negativity? You want to be set free from negativity? Donate to that.
Down.
Good night, everybody. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
I did. I love y'all so much.
We may come
I
back
love you,
on
Tasha. I love you, Greg.
I
Y'all
love
are,
you
yo, y'all kill me.
Kiss in the building. DJ Norm,
Yo, kid. Let's get it.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melva Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.